Hello. All right. HX game for 6 months. We're gonna be watching Taiwan's qualifier, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau. They have something called the TPC Elite circuit, so like their premier event, and basically it's the first tournament games of the patch. We get to watch how people are approaching it from like a competitive tournament meta. And then we're gonna go straight into DTI YDK, and that'll be that. Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday to you all. So there's some tournaments happening already on the patch, so I figure we can just kind of watch that, get some content in. If the games end up ending really quickly before we get to the podcast, maybe I'll play a couple games, but gonna take today to kind of watch. I also have to film my YouTube video. I finished one video yesterday. I'm gonna split it up into like, so basically the amount of comps that there are in the game are a lot, but the main meta comps I'm gonna put into the first video, and then like here are all the different conditional reroll comps you can do. It's gonna be in the second video. Basically like S tier in one video, then like A, B tier the very next day. It's on the new patch. Yeah, it's on the new patch, I believe. If it's not on the new patch, I'm just gonna play some ladder games. But do they have POVs? Let me go ahead and move to the top left, and take down this countdown timer in the top right. And then turn down this KDA music. But this was earlier this morning. This was earlier this morning. We're gonna watch back on 1.25. And they're doing stuff in the cool studio here. Oh, they got Twitch chat. You know what? I probably should do something like that too. I would just put Twitch chat right next to me, like right here. Or YouTube chat or something like that. Alright, let me go ahead and lower this volume a little bit. Pretty good production value. Alright, you're not getting like way too dank, right? You can hear a little bit of the audio. I can't read traditional Chinese almost at all because it's just hard for me to understand it. I can understand like some of the characters, but not really much. But if anybody sees things that are obvious that are like old patch, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm assuming this is a good patch. Oh my god, it's socks from Walmart in the bottom right. How rude. How rude. For are you streaming only on here or Twitch also? I stream both to Twitch and YouTube. I stream to both Twitch and YouTube these days. It's just an opportunity for people to pick whatever works with them. So some people, for example, have YouTube Premium and they don't want to deal with Twitch ads. So if you have YouTube Premium, you can watch me on YouTube and it's like a much better experience. You're not gonna it's much more seamless. And you don't have to deal with that. Or maybe you want the ability to rewind. Maybe YouTube's a lot easier for your internet or whatever. There's a lot of different reasons why. I just figured that since they lifted the restrictions, I might as well try. Also, it's something that I'm going to be trying to do just moving forward because there's no reason not to. I mean, that exact demographic. Yeah. Also, some people like, you know, probably don't want the Twitch chat experience, and some people feel like they really want the Twitch chat experience. Give or take. All right. So looks like it's an completed item anvil start, and it is silvers. I wish I knew what portal that they were on, but I can't tell. But you can easily tell if it's like a item anvil start. You know, Pandora's is actually really underrated for reroll comps. Vi. Okay. This has to be a new patch because no one is going out of their way to buy Vi on the old patch. Adaptive. Adaptive is really good currently in the metagame. The answer to all the Karthus is adaptive. It's not the hard counter, but it is some way. It is counterplay that you can have because that way the MR goes a long way to stop potentially the one tap, and then you're able to maybe heal up a little bit. YouTube is nice when you want to be more solo and rewind. Twitch is nice when you want to chat. Yeah, that's a pretty good summary of it. Found out who I was from streaming from YouTube. Wow, I just started like a week ago, so hello. More people are rerolling Nico right now. I think Nico is less contested because people are trying to stay away from like the Ari setups, and so there's less people playing KDA. And unless a lot of people are playing Superfan Flex, you probably can get a Nico 3, which can be really good. They're rerolling Nico alongside like MF Kaisa, for example, or some other setups, but Nico 3 is something that people are gravitating towards. She is pretty tanky if you can get her online. Who wants to chat with these casino degenerates? Hashtag Gamba. Okay. You mean with other Twitch chat degenerates? My chat you're talking about, man. Don't talk shit. BT Slam. So they picked Pandora's with BT. Probably Riven. I think Taiwan in general. I think this region really likes Riven a lot. But they do have 4 Punk to start things off. I think that Pandora's is really good into 3-cost reroll that requires very specific items. So the reason why it's like good for Riven is because Riven needs Quicksilver and there's not really that many good replacements for it. If you hit an augment that can replace it, that's fine, but you kind of need that. Versus like Yone is a little bit more item flexible. He can use like a bunch of different items in combinations. But you could probably play Pandora's into that as well. And then there's also other comps that like want like, you know, 4 rods or tiers and stuff like that. Spoils War, Latent Forge, Pandora's, Vampirism, Silver Spoon, Iron Assets. Iron Assets is pretty good. The player that I know the most is Terry. Terry makes it to the equivalent of regionals for them every set, and he's pretty strong. What about KO reroll? Do we not have a KO reroll? I thought we had a KO reroll comp on Mobilytics. Let me see. We should. We do. It's called Pentacales right here. So I found it. You're saying that we don't have... Okay, now the thing is, I think we need to update it because I don't think Rageblade is BIS, but we do. It's not... We're not done updating everything because it takes a little bit of time because of time zones. So for people who don't know, Mobilytics is based in EU. And so in North America, it's a little bit delayed, but yeah. Olaf. Olaf is an insane headliner to play around right now. Rapid fire Philios, but you don't want to sell your Olaf. Olaf is just like the best melee one cost right now. He can hold tank items, he can hold AD items. He's also good as like a Thief's Gloves. Like let's say you start off with like a Lucky Gloves or like a Radiant TG start. You know, sleight of hand, stuff like that. Put on Olaf. Very good. Seraphine. Another comp that I know that is in the works that people are lapping out of Seraphine reroll. These are all comps that I have to add to the comp list. But quite frankly, they're so unpopular that it's hard to get good data and understand what is good about it without getting reps. And when you have a comp that you need to have like manual experience playing, you make a lot of mistakes, and it's like kind of hard to figure out what's optimal. And so it's like hard to put them into guides because there's so little data, and you rarely get a spot where you can play it, because if you try to load in and be like, I'm gonna force like a Seraphine reroll game, it's just not gonna happen like a lot of the time. Olaf is also an amazing lover. All right, I'll take your word for it. 5 Seraphines though. Oh, we have Shojin Nashers plus one. Actually pretty good. Shojin Nashers like right here. Wow. Corky 3 with Silver Spoon. Okay, man. Kind of woke. Also hit the Caitlyn. Okay, what is Nashers though? Like does Nashers? I guess the AP is useless on Corky. You guys know what? Do you guys know what the AP scales on Corky? It scales the wound time. So it goes from like 7 seconds to 9 seconds or something like that. Woohoo! You get 2 extra seconds on your wound. AKA AP is useless on him. Why do you care about like an extra second or two? If you get extra AP, it does not matter. This is the Corky player. Probably reroll all of it. Tons of stats is okay with me if you want. Ooh, insert coin. What up, Kiwi? If he wants to keep the Corky, I think insert coin is totally fine. I wonder how good Threes crowd is in this kind of setup. Pretty awkward setup. I think the best time he can slam is adaptive, but he wants to hold on to that cloak for Runins. I'm pretty sure Runins is an underbuilt item. I think Runins is actually really good right now. Runins is really good on a lot of AD, like AD generative traits. So like big shot and 8-bit, really like punk. Those kinds of things use good AD. Oh, he's gonna raise the stakes. Raise the stakes. Whoa, okay, all right. Raising the stakes in competitive. Kind of a Chad. Kind of a Chad. All right. Okay. He has a Senna too. This doesn't look that weak. I do know that he is playing a bunch of 1-star units, but is this board like weak enough? He's going against Nico too. That's definitely going to be a loss here. Okay, he doesn't even kill a unit. He killed 1 unit. All right. It's always under build and always one of the easiest ways to use extra cloaks. Yeah. I think because bow is usually a premium item. But if you're playing AD and you have even Shroud already, slam for the first cloak, you can just use the second cloak for Runins. It's also the best item on Lucian, who I think is the best late game AD carry. So if you want to play like a tempo ladder strategy, ladder meaning you go from like a 1 cost to a 3 cost to a 5 cost or a 2 to a 4 cost, etc. XYZ. You eventually like play like Runins onto a bunch of champions and then land on Lucian. Really, really good. Ezreal's good with Ezreal and Caitlyn are also good with it too. Although I think Ezreal is a lot better with just straight up like IEGS type of stuff. Red buff is, I think the nerf to red buff is pretty substantial. I know it's like, it seems like, okay, well, it went from like 8 bonus damage to 6 bonus damage. Like, is that big of a deal? I think it is. I think it is. All roads lead to one trick Lucian. You can always slam Rage Blade. Oh, the thing about Rage Blade is that it's not Lucian's best item, but it's like an acceptable item on Lucian. It's like okay. It's like solid. It's solid, but not like not Biss. I'll probably put it in tier 2. Tier 1 items are like Runins and a lot of like good AD items. Like a Death Blade. Lucian has bonus damage and attack speed, so you kind of want to give him flat stats. 2 swords? He's saving. He's saving 2 swords. Alright. Raising the stakes, 185/200. Someone's at 48 HP. What up, Kevon? 25% nerfs a lot? I think so, yeah. Oh god. Okay, 266. We're now in that territory. We can get some pretty spicy stuff. Radiant items, for example. It feels stupid they solved Morello versus red buff by just making Morello a red buff. The reason why Morello feels so much better is because they buffed a bunch of AP traits and trees and champions. So it's like they buff Morello, but they only buff Morello, nothing else. Maybe that would have maybe it'd be a lot closer than it seems right now. Part of the reason why Morello feels a lot better is just because it's so good on Twisted Fate. The attack speed scaling. Wait, we're not gonna. Oh wait, it's one more turn until the hard steal. I'm like, we're not gonna watch this guy's raise the stakes. Pretty terrible items for the Corki player. Seraphine. We're rolling for Seraphine 3. 7 Seraphines. 7 Seraphines. Okay. 5 KDA. Super fit. Whoa, look at these synergies. Holy crap. Perfect synergies. Wow. Is that not satisfying or what? Also, the reason why Seraphine is becoming more popular is because she counters the disco clumps. All disco players just clump up, and Seraphine just AoEs them down. The counter, but the thing is, she doesn't really do much against cards to Kali, I think. 6 disco. I thought I saw Biss calculated for Lucian as 2 Runins and 1 Rage Blade from Clement Chu. Oh, based off the calculator? 2 Runins? Holy moly. If you're in a Pandora situation, I'll try to go for it, but like it's hard to it's weird because like, are you slamming 2 Runins? On stage 3 and 4? Like maybe not. Probably not. It doesn't sound very efficient. Like how are you getting 2 Runins is a bigger question. IE Hodge Nashor's Corki 3. Man, this guy is cooking. I mean, this insert coin. Okay, he was streaking 92 HP. Look at it. He's actually very healthy. He's number 1 in HP. Did we see the cash out? No, he didn't, man. He just cashed out last turn. It was I think it was this player, the 34 HP player. No, man, we missed it. We missed it. But he's now playing Kane. He looks like he has more items than usual. BT. Oh, BT is much better on Kane now. Oh, it looks like he got an Infinity Force. He got an Ornn item and probably like another complete item or something like that. Oh, we're getting Seraphine 3'd. Oh, we're going 8th. I put Raise the Stakes Heartsteel in A tier because there's a really good chance this happens. You just go 8th. You do this crazy cash out and then you're like, oh, I guess I'm not strong enough. I just die. One has last stand. Teaming up. The teaming up augment looks a little different than everyone else. 2 stationary. Oh, someone took raise the tempo. Oh, the Seraphine player. Seraphine player took raise the tempo. Expose weakness. Oh. Ari. I mean, you could play Ari, but I think Lulu's better. I just think the hyper pop is really good for what you want. AP Sona. I'm pretty sure it's almost always AP Sona in Disco. I'm having a hard time finding scenarios where I want to play the attack speed, especially since they buffed like because of how much better the AP is. I've had Sona 1 deal like 3k out of nowhere. What was a Spellweaver augment? It turns all of your Spellweavers into multicasters from the previous set. They cast again. Perry is struggling. He's trying to play Superfan Flex with Expose Weakness. Karthus Zed. Whoa, this is gaming. Do you see this guy trying to flex? Superfan Zed with Karthus Pentakill. This dude stretching. Got some gymnastics going on. Okay, so he was looking for a Kali. Cool board, really cool board, but yeah. That's a little too woke. Terry's a good player. He's a very good player. Terry's one of the best players in Taiwan. We've watched tournaments before, and he's like made final lobby multiple times. I don't think he's made it to worlds, but he's usually like a player that's in the running for it. Final lobby, day 3 kind of player. How you doing, Ash? Is this dude playing with a baby on his lap? That might be me in a couple months. We got Riven. Yeah, another cash. 4 HP. Oh, Lord. Bruiser Zach. Man, trying to play AD Flex. I mean, we'll see. It's not like his board is terrible. Okay, but the thing is, Ezreal 1 gets kind of dumpstered on by like all the Karthus stuff, right? This dude's holding Karthus and a Kali pair on his bench. He's griefing. He's actively griefing all the Karthus players. Oh my god. This green tea is like a next level rat. He held 2 Karthus, 2 Akali on his bed. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me, man. Okay, he has Ezreal 2. That's like Pentakill Akali. Yeah, but like Ezreal, he just gets whittled down, you see? Like this Akali just chases him down. Oh, but Poppy? Nice. Living? Why is he rolling on 7? He's going for Riven 3. When you play 8-bit, you usually have Riven 3 as a win con. You just roll out 7, pick up all the 8-bit units. Riven 3 is really good. He doesn't have Quicksilver, but that's okay. Oh, you know what? His curse for griefing is no Riven 3. Is that justice? Or is that poetry? You tell me. Participate, adaptive, Shiv, Archangels. I mean, it's a good combo. Shiv is Shiv's okay on Participate. Usually you want it on someone else, but the difficulty is that he has this. He has Cleaver. Cleaver and Shiv is redundancy. Kind of unfortunate. Oh my. Oh, I was gonna say, like, man, this guy's not gonna hit Riven 3. Last roll, perfect 0.
Man, I'm
perfect
getting more
0
again.
Boomster, thank you for the 8 months. Spark better than Shiv? Yeah, it is. It is. But in the ideal world, you don't need either because you got a souped up Ziggs too, but you don't really get to pick really often. Terry's about to go 8th, man. Not my boy Terry. Terry, no. I mean, because he's playing some flex game and I kind of like his board. All right, well, he just couldn't hit 2 stars, dude. He got ratted. They're playing on live patch. I love that you do YouTube now. Excellent. I'm glad that you're hanging out here in the YouTube chats. I'm gonna type a heart. True damage emblem. Oh, IE on a Kiana. Anybody want that? Sounds pretty good to me. It's funny because it's an AP meta, so you see like all these AD champions, but then you realize that Karthus Akali could just like throw in random items on a Viego. GS for Riven, no Quicksilver. Wait, he's at 12 HP. He's at like 70 like a stage ago. He was in first place at 70 HP and looks like he's lost 5 in a row. And now he just might go 6 with Corky 3. He naturaled Corky 3. Oh my god, Riven 3? Oh my god. Oh my dude. What was that? He just like 2-tapped everything. A4? Almost. We're just being broadcasted on a YouTube channel. Specifically like this Chinese Taiwanese channel. It was really hard to find. It actually took me like 20 minutes to find it today. Took me like a while to find it. It's not easily found, which is very frustrating. I wish there was one central like website where you could find like all the different tournaments and stuff like that, but there's not. Someone should do something about that. Oh no, Twisted Fate! Well, we positioned around Akali, and then Akali just farmed us anyways. And that is the Karthus Akali special, baby. 1-star carries, they just die. Nice job. I kind of want the in-store coin guy to go top 4, though. Wait. Just wait a second. What? Huh? I did not know that Blitzcrank wins those. What the heck? How come my Blitzcrank never does that?
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Gasa, thank you for the 2 months. That Blitz with double steadfast was souped up, man. Ready to go. Overtime diff. Blitzcrank in overtime is actually like kind of a 1v1 god. Like Blitzcrank and Poppy, they're like the 1-2. Oh, Alawi. Alawi's nice. Covers these corners like that. The thing about it is his random's position can make the melee champions a little bit awkward. Double Z. Oh, yes, Trickster's Glass. Didn't put anything in the corner for the Akali though. I mean, we did put something in the corner. We put the Twisted Fate. Yikes! Oh, and backline dead. And backline. Like, the funny thing is, it's like they're keeping each other in check, and there's a Akali lost to the Blitz too. But man, getting farmed by this feels so bad. Oh, last stand. Oh, we talked last. Okay. He hates Karthus Akali more than true damage 80 flex. Who are we talking about? Oh, Seraphine 3 win streaking? Oh my god. Wait, is this the tech? Seraphine 3 winning a tournament lobby versus all the Karthus Akali and Blitzcrank? Rather the Disco and Blitzcrank stuff? What the heck? Wait, she just shot into nothing. Where was she aiming? Doesn't matter. That guy's at 1 HP as well. All right, me Seraphine reroll. Me Seraphine reroll.
好像觉得他打色拉分了，是不是？OK， 那就差不多就到这里。
Double Akali.
我觉得逆命，除非你真的要摆很散。哦，他有意识到这件事情，有把它。
Wait, there's 2 last hands. I just realized. No wonder. I was like, what? Why are these 2 people exactly at 1 HP? What are the odds of that? Wait, we're watching the ghost fight. Can we go back to the other fight? NA observing? Dude, this fight was like so over. 8-bit emblem. Oh, that guy died in 4th. Oh, that's so unfortunate, man. If you got 6 8-bit, holy, oh, this game would have been blown wide open. It would have been crazy. Because I'm pretty sure if you hit 6 8-bit, you can just like hard stabilize and just becomes like all this like last stand versus 6 8-bit. Oh man. I mean, this is better than nothing. JG is a really big deal in Karthus. Executioner, get those crit up. Oh, super fan. Now adaptive just probably goes on a frontliner then. What is adaptive? Is a little bit inefficient. Okay. Seraphine 3. Akali got stunned temporarily. Big casts. Oh, Seraphine's missing. But Akali's now getting attacked by Ahri. And... Oh. Wait, what the heck? It's Akali. What the heck is this Akali? Are you kidding me? Both of them won again. All right, these last stand players are facing each other now. Okay. Man, I would feel so bad for the Seraphine player if somehow there's like the most ridiculous matchmaking. It's not even possible. But if the most ridiculous matchmaking happened where you just didn't get top 2. No, wait, why are we... Watch the last stand versus last stand. Watch the last stand versus last stand, please, guys. This is a ghost. The last stand versus last stand. No. Oh, what is this? What is going on, guys? This is anybody? Oh no. Wait a second. Oh. Okay, still though. Man, then we just watched the very end of it. Oh, we missed all the build-up. We just go straight to the... We just went straight to the ending. Okay. Well, yeah. Now showing cash out, showing ghost. Yeah, okay. You know what? I feel like NA observing isn't that bad. At least we're not doing that. Well, what's going on here, man? Who's running the ship? The biggest thing about co-streaming for me of why I like... Oh, okay, nice. Nico 3. Maybe this is a big deal. Also, remove the Thieves Gloves and put it back onto Echo. Because then you get different Thieves Gloves items. Because you have Edge of Night and like Even Shroud. Those are like terrible items. Okay, whatever. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it could be a big deal. Like if that Echo got like Warmog's Steadfast Heart or something like that, that would be much better. Okay, Sona Cat. That's a Sona 2. Seraphine 3? Oh, it was so close. You know what it was? That was a TG remover diff. If that Echo held on a little bit longer, oh man, that was actually so close. Yeah, it was fun though. Fun game. 7, 7, 7, 7. What does 7 mean in Taiwan or in Twitch chat? TW Twitch chat. Anyone know? Fucking do you know? The main thing I really like about co-streaming more than I like about casting is I get to control what I'm looking at. And if I miss something, that's on me. But, you know, chances are I'm not going to miss it because I was following a story and I get to control it and I get to look at what I want. And when you're on the main broadcast, there's like a little bit of like, not like politics, but like there's like this dynamic where you want to show things equally. You don't want to necessarily just like favor a certain player or two. But when you're co-streaming, you totally can, because some people's stories are much more inherently interesting than others in a TFT game. Chinese likes to spam 6666 for like GG, right? Well played. So Taiwanese spam 777 for more superior. Okay. All right, guys, quick ad break. Let me go to the bathroom, actual, and then we'll start up. This is our boy Clement. This is the guy that puts in all the Twitter threads. You know the guy that's beasting? He has all like the Twitter threads. Let me see. This dude, Clement, that was him. Oh yeah, I have him in my DMs right now. That's him. All right, bathroom real quick, and then we'll go into game number 2.
You will know regret. The divine should liberate, not subjugate. They are damned. I will fight with you, but I will never call you mother.
My absence has made you strong, Morgana.
You will know suffering! Share in my curse. Do not look away. Our suffering was not in vain.
In with the new. Welcome one and all to season 2024. We've got quite a few changes to share, from terrain adjustments to new monsters and items. Ready to see what's coming? Let's get into it. Wait, where are we? Oh, it's top lane. These walls are different, and would you look at that? The brush is now in the middle of the river. Well, that'll make for a trickier gank path from jungle, so you top laners can focus more on your lane opponent instead of hungry junglers. We've got terrain changes across the entire map, actually. Like in mid lane, the brush is farther back from the lane now, and we've adjusted the walls to both red and blue side for better symmetry. Overall, these adjustments should make it a little safer to play a variety of champions in mid lane, especially those mages with 0 dashes. Speaking of safety, we've also changed the walls opposite Baron and Dragon Pit for a bit more security while you're moving between lanes through the jungle. Finally, in bot lane, there's a new gank path on red side to make the map more symmetrical. We've also shifted the brush to the middle of the river, so both teams can more reasonably fight for vision control.
Be back. What up? All right, game number 2. So it's a big qualifier, by the way. It's not just one person. So they show like all the players who wait, what? They had this in the reverse order. Oh, I guess it's like 8th places or whatever. Are they doing it like golf? Like the worse you do, the more the better you do, the less points you have. Interesting. Oh no, it looks like yeah, like Terry went 8th, for example. This guy is also a well-known player, Black Big 2017 FIFA. What kind of username is that? It's funny. All right, so they're showing the rounds, first round results, going to game number 2. Okay, does anybody know what portal this is? I don't know. I don't know which one it is. Also, look at how cool this map intro is. Oh yeah, showing. Do you do coaching? I used to. I'm too busy now. I'll only do coaching unless it's like unless you're willing to pay like a really high rate. But for the most part, you're probably better off getting coaching somewhere else. Not that I don't want to coach, it's just that I'm too busy. I might do coaching more when the baby comes, because then I won't be streaming as much. So I'll probably have more time to like squeeze in like a half an hour coaching as opposed to like doing a 6-hour stream.
我觉得合理操作了。你看到外面有三家，那你自己拿4张4费，我觉得很合理。
肯定是防守。
What's the high rate? It's over $100 per hour if you want it. Because I only can have like 2 or 3 students. If I say like, well, you know, it's gonna be like this amount of like, you know, $50 something like that, then I'll have like dozens of requests.
他的一个抓牌主要还是把迪斯科的牌给抓下来哦。
有在防，可能说，哎，等一下出迪斯科的角色。其实我觉得现在迪斯
It should be augment payout. Okay, thank you.
香的，就很好去在层面的时候做过渡，尤其是有。
And if you're willing to spend that much money, you might as well also hire a coach that's cheaper and also just as effective, in my opinion. There's a lot of great coaches in TFT.
有点歪，可是没关系。等一下如果有装备的话，也能哦。
Double the funk. Is it just like an auto pick for the disco?
装备也不错，因为装备方面现在的胜率也是扶摇直上，只是他可能不要绑得这么死。
Just sub to Frodan, get lucky for coaching. There it is. I also do free sub coaching for Discord subs
很容易绑死
or Twitch subs. I give away some free coaching.
哎，那个叫什么破路弱点？破路弱点也是比较适合3-2或者说4-2拿，只要是这种专属强化，就可能在前面的时候2-1直接拿，因为你头铁了之后，你可能后面很难转正，尤其是他的那个装备。
Oh, double the funk.
哎，不过这里是有一个人直接选下来喽，这个思路不太一样。波提刚讲了这么久，哎，绿茶老师没有问题的。
哎呀，那没有问题的，4-2随便抽，这种有实力的就。
Why not watch your videos and get challenger? That's what I'm saying, man. I give out free coaching all the time. I mean, I do think personalized coaching helps a lot if you need specific help. If you are hard stuck and you do not know how to improve, that's where I think hiring personal coaching can help. Otherwise, most of the times, if you're just trying to generally improve, just watch people, watch streams, watch videos, ask questions, chat in Discord servers, go on Reddit, stuff like that.
对，
聊天室有点受不了，就卡桑迪给他来一下这样。
好，我觉得我都有的时候都想说，卡桑迪是聊天室最爱的角色，太契合了吧？
应该蛮合适。
感觉是专为他们而生的。哎呀，这个站位。
Man, this disco spot does not look like it seems like a hard force because you have an augment. But let's see if it's good enough that you can just pick double the front and just force it.
而且迪斯可的体系其实做日眼还蛮适合的，就毕竟这个红 buff 的话，它得消化掉2个弓，那这个弓你有可能去做颠倒，也有可能去做回锁，所以比较不太可能去合一个红 buff。那再就是黑书，黑书，哎呀，没关系啦，卖1张啦，因为它毕竟都是一星的角色。
How much would it be? All right, DM me on Discord, and then we can talk about it if you're very serious. But like, I will say that it's not cheap.
很像迪斯可诶，这是守望。
Basically, you're just paying to have a TFT date with me, which I understand. Some people just really want to hang out.
对啊，因为那颗球也会
Heartsteel 2-3.
多人会去使用这个小技巧，就是去玩迪斯可的一个体系是比较适合，所以这一场有可能会有3家迪斯可，因为一家是用迪斯可的体系过渡，那一家已经选了装备方。
Okay, is keepers always disco, or is there another comp that uses keepers really well? Anyone know?
就是大家都还是继续去前进。
对，就是有的时候双。
Are you doing keepers in any non-disco comp?
然后就最后还是大家都选一样的，因为你有可能去看的时候他还没选，结果你回去的时候他选了。
我以为可以威慑一下，好像威慑不了。不过看下 Terry。
What time is PB for 3.5? Oh, I don't know actually. You should ask Mort Dog.
对，23我觉得现在。
You can ask Mort Dog in his Discord server. Maybe they'll know.
是比较重要的一件事情，不然你就会发现后面。
Moshers, I could see that. Ooh, a spatula. Clear Mind, Double the Funk, Fuse Company, Metabolic, Pandora's items. I don't really like gold tier Pandoras. I think the power level relative to the other golds are not very high, but don't know his spot. Maybe that was his best option. Maybe he's trying to force a specific comp.
35色真的是算还蛮不错的一个选择。是虽然说现在可能产值就比较不会有人再去和这张转了，但是35转，或是有一些人他可能就没办法的话，他也会去和 KDA 转。
不过我乡村转我其实还没有玩过，那个7乡村我自己没有合出来。波提老师觉得现在这个上限。
Hey, Frodan, it might be a dumb question, but is there a reason why pro players and streamers tend to buy 3 cost, 4 cost, or 5 cost units from the shop, even though they're rolling down for the units? Yeah. So the reason why is because it's a shared draft pool of a limited number of copies per unit. So there's only 9 copies of a 5 cost times, I think, how many is it, 8 or 9 different 5 costs? So if you're buying a 5 cost out of the pool and you're rolling for 5 costs, you're thinning the pool very slightly. And so it's just like a small thing that may affect like a fraction of a percent of the time, but like you never know if it ends up being the reason you hit. But it becomes more impactful the more people do it. So if everyone's doing it in the lobby, and you're rolling for an uncontested unit that people aren't even really trying to roll for, that might help you hit, and it might be significant then. Alright, Trekator, if you're serious, just DM me. Either on Twitter or Discord or something like that. Just find a way to message me privately. Appreciate that. What's the appeal of double the funk? Provoking. Why are you in YouTube chat and Twitch chat, dude? Don't be. Are you trying to mod 2 chats at the same time? What's the appeal of double the funk? Like you can position well. I mean, I guess so. Yeah. You can position well, but doesn't it also give you combat? Actually, you're making me second guess whether I know this augment anymore. Let me go ahead and look. Double the funk. Pulses every 2.5 seconds. Yeah, so it scales a little bit faster. Idealism Rageblade, which is interesting. Usually when you play Idealism, you're trying to go for like a melee carry, like Yone, Riven, Zed. Or you're playing like a dual carry that's pretty flexible with that kind of item setup. Rageblade's interesting though. Maybe like Idealism Macaulay. Then what are you doing Rageblade with? Also, positional flexibility is really underrated of a power. In the late game, chances are you're losing a lot of fights. Not necessarily because your board is bad, your augments are bad, your items are bad. Nothing with that. A lot of players don't really understand that they're actually losing a lot of fights because of positioning. Including myself, by the way. I'm not very good at well, I'm not good at spontaneous positioning stuff. I'm much better when you give me time to think about it. That's why I'm better as an analyst. If a player positions a certain way, I can kind of see what they're trying to do and understand it. But I'm pretty bad if you put me on the spot, try to come up with positioning. It's just hard. It's just hard. But to be fair, a lot of people are bad at it. A lot of people are bad. There are some players who legitimately are like awful at it and have had a lot of success with it. I don't mind shouting out one player, but I think like Kurum, for example, is a player who doesn't put a lot of emphasis on positioning. He positions well enough, like generically, but it's never been his strong suit. But he's had immense success as a competitive player. You don't need to be you don't have to be like a master at positioning to find success in TFT. He's good at a lot of other things, but like positioning is not one of them. Thanks for streaming YouTube. I can watch you at work since Twitch is blocked. Oh, like they blocked the site. I was kind of thinking like, are you working in China? But then I was like, whoa. I think they also block YouTube. If you don't know what you're doing, the enemy can't predict you. Yeah, you know, that actually sometimes works, by the way. That actually sometimes works. The problem is, if your opponent doesn't know, or if your opponent then knows that you're bad at positioning, they can also exploit you. Assuming they know how to exploit bad positioning. Positioning is one of my weak points. Lol, I should study Kerm. Yeah, exactly. Like maybe you're like, hey, fuck it. Like who cares? Like focus on like macro and itemization and like you know, other like important things of TFT, and just be like, just get your positioning good enough so it's not hindering you. Ooh, someone took too big to fail. Nice. Another Pandora's? Wow, 2 Pandora's. It's probably because a lot of people don't want to play the AD. Either they're rerolling or they don't want to play the AD line, so they roll their AD
Man,
items.
I'm getting more dogged again.
It's too funny, man. Last patch, everyone. Oh, Riven. Oh my god, and we have an 8-bit emblem? That is filthy. BT, Quicksilver. And then 8-bit emblem on Sante. I don't know. Okay, is there any reason why we're not making it? Maybe he wants a different emblem. Oh, well, he doesn't have 8-bit Riven, so it's not actually a high roll. It's just a high roll. What's like the level above high roll? That's what didn't happen. Don't block YouTube, Mr. Frodan. I'm watching there. Wait, what? I'm blocking YouTube. Did anything for the 5 months? Sorry, I missed that. I generally just follow mobile X positioning. Yeah, you know, again, like positioning is one of those things where it's just an efficiency thing. So like, let's say Riven's efficiency like within like these hexes is like 95 to 100%, and if you move her like farther away from that, she just loses efficiency. As long as you just have like a general area, as long as it's not like, you know, you're griefing your positioning by putting Caitlyn in the front line and, you know, Riven in the back corner, unless it's trying to do something, like you're probably fine. A Setsuko roll. Dude, I'm not a high roller. I'm not a high roller. I have extremes. I either high roll like crazy or I low roll like crazy. I'm not really a high roller. No. I have high roll moments. But I'm not a high roller. There's a difference. There's a difference. Kali too? Wait. Pentakill a Kali just like that? Okay, I mean, he just needs to fix positioning. Our front line is terrible. We're playing 2 Nico ones. That can't be right. Hodge. Dedicates the frontline items. On the low, maybe we could have made a different set of items on our front line, because we made D-Claw plus something else. I don't remember. And I was thinking, like, couldn't we just make adaptive for Karthus or something? We lose this fight? You know, I don't know how to judge Akali fights anymore. I feel like Akali, every time I think she's gonna win. Oh, his Metalhead's really good here. His Metalhead's like the nuts. Now Akali has Quicksilver. I don't know how to judge Akali fights anymore, because sometimes I think she's gonna win, she loses. Sometimes I think she's gonna lose, she wins. I don't get it. The chat experience on YouTube is trash, but the video player and quality is second to none. Read. Cards Akali comp. How do you decide if you're gonna go deeper on KDA or Pentakill? Usually it depends on your headliner and whether or not you have the items to actually play around certain champions. Sometimes you're going to be like, okay, well, I don't have good Karthus items, but I can play around Akali. That usually means that you can probably get around playing more KDA and less Pentakill, because you can put like you know, the random makeshift items onto other stuff. Because Karthus kind of wants more specific. That's not as specific, but like, let's say you have like blue buff, and it's like that's not a good item for Karthus. You can play on Akali. But if you have like Shojin and stuff like that, you can play more stuff on Karthus. It actually complements each other, because Ari wants more attack speed and mana, and Karthus wants more AP and some mana. Double the funk, cover the full board. Oh, he's playing keepers. Oh, isn't that kind of troll? Double the funk keepers. I guess it's actually okay, because then you can do stuff like this. You get to do stuff like this, but like that. Oh man, it feels like you sort of gimped one of your own augments. You gimped one of your augments in some ways. You hit little buddies. I mean, that is true. Little buddies is very good, but we're at 30 HP. That's a disco. Disco balls don't stack. No, they should not. As in, if you have two balls touching one unit, it shouldn't double the bonuses. Combat caster, magic wand, metalheads, little buddies, jewel lotus teaming up, infusion, and gifts of the fallen. Infusion is higher value than usual these days. Circle Blast, I DM'd you by the way. Did you DM me back? I haven't actually. I should probably check my Twitch messages before I ask you that. I owe you something. Oh, Twist of Fate. You know what I found out? Remember yesterday night when I played a disco game? And I went like Giga 7th? I looked up the stats. This is just a little quick tip for any of y'all. I looked up the stats and found out that playing Disco Twisted Fate with Sentinel Headliner is actually whis. As in, it goes from an S tier comp to like a C tier comp. I didn't realize it was that bad. So if you get Sentinel Blitzcrank, find a way to get off of it ASAP. ASAP. Because it is not worth it. It is so bad. I didn't think it was that bad. Yesterday, yesterday you guys saw it. I was like, I thought my disco spot was actually kind of okay. But it is so underperforming because you really want to get the Dazzler and the disco breakpoints that it's such a big difference. This guy has 8 Gragas. He's going for Gragas 3. He's playing Gragas main tank on disco. Huh? Too big to fail Gragas. Ah! Whoa, 6 bruiser disco? I thought this was 6 disco. This is 6 bruiser, too big to fail. Hold on a second. This guy is re-rolling Gragas and he's using Pandoras to roll better items. He wants Steadfast Heart, right? Going for second Warmogs. He's going for a second warm. Oh, dude, this dude is just trying to. This dude is just trying to create all the Warmogs. Oh man. Holy moly. And a tome? Bruiser Emblem. Bruiser Emblem. He could roll it. He could roll it until he gets Bruiser Emblem. Okay. I mean, if you want to take something, you can take Dazzler. But you could also take something and then wait for you to get Bruiser Emblem. Just think about it, man. He dazzled his Zac. Okay. You just hit disco, you win. I mean, if you hit the peak disco, yeah, you're very strong. There's nothing that can stop capped disco, really. Not nothing, but like it's very hard to deal with. 6 8-bits, Riven 3 with Viego. 6 8-bit is can beat capped TF for sure. In terms of like comps that don't require like specific traits and augments, stuff like that, disco is probably the highest cap. But there's a lot of things that can contend with it. Oh, what is this? 4 emo, Jewel Lotus, Infusion, Vex 3. It might be too healthy hidden tech with Gragas Seraphine. I can see it. I can see that. I will say one thing. This region is willing to cook. They got some interesting builds for sure. I feel inspired. Okay, not by this Vex build, but by the Seraphine build for sure. Okay, this build, nah. Alright, probably not, probably don't play the Vex unless you have like a really good spot for it. But to be fair, if you hit Vex 3, I'm pretty sure Vex 3 is just good enough that you could just top 4 off of any Vex 3.
多人玩赛费卡、玩雅宁啊、玩萨米拉都是在7的去抽牌，你会比较有更多哦。这里有一张
啊，难怪我懂了，那我懂他为什么上8了。
那就知道了。对，那也没办法。
Hear me out. 6 Bruiser plus Disco is so good. He have tons of time to scale, and Disco healing is best for Bruiser IHP.
对，想稳。
I mean, I'm listening. I kind of like it.
像这位的话
I could see it. I could see a world where 6 Bruiser's Disco is good. Oh, now we see why the other Vex player went 8th, because he's contested. Oh. This is actual tech. This is actually tech. If you guys have heard, there's rumblings that 3 country 4 executioner is better than the usual country build. You roll for this variation, and instead of trying to go for like 5 country, you just play 3 instead, and you go for executioner because the damage to executioner is so high, and it's really a smear of Vex comp anyways. I actually might have to refilm that part of the video because I actually filmed that last night, so maybe I should film a different part of it actually.
这个对心态打击就比较大咯。
是要看他能不能稳好他整体的一个心态哦，就不要放弃，站到最后一刻。这里的话可以看到。
5 country is terrible in stats. I think 5 country is like still fine. It's just like I think terrible is like pretty extreme, but maybe I'm not looking at the right thing. Front row Riven. His Dazzler buff too big to fail damage. Oh, I don't have a reason to believe it does, but it wouldn't surprise me if some crazy interaction like that also happened. Did you put 4 execution over 7 country? Probably not. 7 country has to be better. 7 country has to be better. I need to actually message my editor.
哦，绿茶终于找到他的布里兹2了，在3个人跟他同时竞争的情况下，在56终于找到主坎哦。
是，那这边他其实血量保的还算不错。
7 pentakill KDA。
血量就越来越接近了，所以哦，这里其实打得很完美耶，而且他的装备感觉那个模仿可能是有敲掉的，因为它变成了好战跟。
So this is like basic disco, TF2, Blitz 2, Alawi 1, Kiana 1. Like this is probably good enough to top 4. Probably not gonna win the lobby. I mean, he has little buddies. You know, the 4 executioner 3 country is looking kind of bad, but I'm pretty sure it's because the lobby is some of the lobby is pretty insane. Also, he got contested, and that's like the worst part about this is like you don't want to play like contested Vex is happening a lot because of Twin Terror and stuff like that, and if you're contested, you're just GG.
感觉是滑到布里兹自己来，然后再拉球。滑到布里兹，好像是这样的一个剧本，也是很勇敢。
I just set 7 country in my last game. Very fun. I won yesterday a game with 7 country. It's good. It's good.
要怎么样去应付，就要看一下主播来操作一下了。
对，这边这个操作量有点庞大，所以要整团摆过去右边，而且因为它刚好有守望的相助，所以比较难摆一点。这个操作量真的是太庞大了。
Rage Blade, so you can go for Sona. AP Sona again, always AP Sona. Morello on Sona as well. The attack speed. Mumu 3. The thing is, I think Akali does way better than Karthus in this setup because Karthus with no items doesn't really do anything. And Akali can help clean up a lot of those stragglers. So I think if you're playing 4 Executioner country, I think you want to pick Akali over Karthus. Lowy Headliner. Dude, this guy's playing 2 Karthus 2s. He's playing Pentakill. Pentakill. Evelyn. Okay. Wow. He sold his Akali to buy another Karthus headliner. Oh my god, he's trying to like simultaneously kill the backline. Is that how it works? I mean, he's targeting the tentacles, unfortunately. Oh my god! Double Karthus wins those. Wow.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Pictures, thank you for the 4 months. Welcome back. If you're playing 4 Executioner and 3 Country, would you ever shift to 6 Executioner? I mean, yeah. But you need an Executioner emblem. It's a different story. Any positioning tips? I wish I could read pros' minds. Oh, that's so hard. Generally, the positioning thing is one tip is to really pay close attention to your units and when their abilities, like not just what their abilities are doing, but when they're coming out, because it could be really important. A lot of people don't realize they're being inefficient with their positioning. Wow, Riven versus Double Karthus. No, I think Double Karthus died. I think it's Disco. Country emblem. Edge of Night versus Last Whisper. It's Pentakill. Oh, it is a Double Karthus. Wait, is Double Karthus the nuts? Yeah, it's so funny. I filmed my video yesterday and I feel like I already have more tech to talk about, and I feel like that video I filmed less than 24 hours ago, it's already outdated. I mean, that's kind of the downsides of like YouTube in general, is that things are just changing on a day-to-day basis. So by the time like you film and you edit out, it feels like you get outdated in like 48 hours. It is what it is. My god, this Viego! Holy shit! Oh my god. Alright, do you guys believe in 8-bit now? I mean, I'm telling you, 8-bit Viego and Lucian are not to be joked. It's not to be trifled with. They are not a joke. They are very, very good. Oh my god. Sure, it's really good, but how often are you going to be able to hit in this meta? Yeah, fair enough. 8888. Okay, so we know what 66666 is. We heard that 7777 is just one better than that. What is 88888888? Soju score lines. They show Twitch chat? Yeah, I'm guessing it's heavily moderated. Should I play for 2 days straight? I have insomnia? No, you should probably go to the doctor. I'm gonna run ads for a bit. Cool setup though. You know what? If anything is inspiring, I should do a setup like this for myself as well. They're showing Valorant clips. Oh, they're doing a lobby shuffle thing. Okay, so we get to look at who are the best performing players, but I mean, I don't really know that many players, to be quite honest. I know a few. I know Staying Alive. I know Black Big. I know Terry. And oh, I've seen Benz. I think I've seen Benson before. But I don't recognize like that many people. Oh, and Jazz Latte. Is Jazz Latte playing in this though? 8 equals buy? Okay. It was like bye. 8 sounds like the word for clapping in Japanese, so they spam it in Japanese chats. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Meanwhile, we're just spamming XDD and DDDDD. But we spam. The way she's holding the pillow for comfort. I mean, it's just like when you're on camera, the number one thing that is hard, the number one most difficult thing to do with your body language is what to do with your hands. And the reason why it's really important to like have things like microphones sometimes is that you have something to do with your hands. Because then if you're just talking without holding anything, a lot of times people don't know what to do with it. Hey Frodan, you and Sologasong are my most liked TFT streamers. I love your educational and fun content on some comps, TFT in general, etc. I watched more on YouTube before Twitch, but now I will come by more often. Finally hit Diamond 1 even though your guys help. Oh, through your guys' help. Love the TFT community and now on my way to hit Masters greens from Germany. Oh, Dankeschön.
那这里的话是这个天晴真人版，帅哥一枚。那两个
Congratulations.
在选择的话是这个荆棘序曲跟
All right. I need help on which portal we're on right now. That looks like a gold. Oh, I think it's a gold related augment. Maybe like gold. All gold. I think so. Okay. Gold prelude.
掉什么样的？当然是精进啊！这个版本我觉得精进
Thank you, Mango.
最通用、最玩起来最舒服的，第四颗、10颗全部都用。
Give her a notepad. Yeah, notepad, a pen. Even if you just hold a single pen, it makes a big difference, right? If I'm like, okay, what do I do with this? But if I hold a single pen, now all of a sudden, I'm an educator. I'm taking notes. You know, I'm a scholar. Even if you hold a single pen in your hand, it adds a huge difference. It gives you so much more confidence. But if I don't have anything in my hands, I'm just like, well, what do I do? Do I fold them? Do I, scratch, touch my hair? Am I twisting my nipple? I don't know. But like, if you put a pen in my hand, I feel like I'm very studious, academic. All right, we have a bruiser Tom Ken. Do you think this is good enough to pick? Sometimes I think it is if you have like a 4 bruiser start, because you can play 4 bruiser plus any backline. Can you do pen tricks? I can do like one. I can do like the spin like this. I could do like a pen. That's all. Well, I can also flip, but it's hard. It's hard to do it like holding it to the camera. But I can like. Oh, I did it. Oh shit. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna retire there. That was 1 for 1. It's usually not clean. It's usually not clean, but I actually just did it. Gargantuan Resolve Olaf. We have 2. We have a Titans right here. Gargantuan Resolve Olaf. I'm pretty sure that augment setup on Olaf reroll is the nuts. Oh, they're so disappointed. The casters disapprove. I disapprove as well. Bedge. Isn't Olaf reroll like 5.1? Yeah, but look up Olaf reroll with Gargantuan Resolve. Look up Olaf reroll with Gargantuan Resolve specifically, and then tell me what it is like work. The psychology of public speaking and presenting is so interesting. One of the things I'm learning. You're studying public speaking, or you're probably studying psychology. Crown Guard Vi. Won't be like me. My first time ever in Diamond 1, I got to 90 LP, then ran it bad and tilted down to 0 LP Diamond 4. Holy cow. He basically just demoted from Diamond to Emerald or Platinum. Golden tickets. Interesting. When was the last time you guys picked this augment on 2-1? A Joe 1 2 3. Never. Yeah, I don't feel like I've ever picked it this set. Olaf 3, Gargantuan Resolve 6 boosters, a 3.1 average, small sample. Yeah, but that's why I'm saying that was the spot. That was the spot. You just need to know those things. You just gotta go for it. Gargantuan Resolve Olaf 3. Never, because it doesn't help Punk. That is true. The ticket rerolls don't help Punk. Or rather, it doesn't give you the Punk stat stuff. You have to roll and then roll again. So it's actually more economically taxing. That 3.5 is live? Oh, okay. We'll have fun. If you don't like the current patch, just play set 3.5. Why not? Set 3 with augments? That sounds fun. That sounds fun.
他怎么这么慢悠悠的啊？
Spatula.
他把它拿走。有些人他可能就看你很想要，然后直接冲过来，他就一个抖。
So we have what doesn't kill you, fully adapted,
好聪明哦！
哎，我可能是想要这个
idealism,
想要这个，我不是想要那个弓。对，还是得当一下演员。
the static shock thing,
一下就哎，我也不确定啦。
portable force. Oh, the portable force took into like mana zane, right?
因为弓能够去玩的体系也蛮。
I mean, this is a Twisted Fate augment for sure.
不知道是什么腰带还是夹子还是。
We got one disco player here.
觉得，我要去拿这个东西受气。
Is there rank for 3.5? I don't think so.
之后还能用的。那这边一压打的话是直接选择了电刀，这也算是现在比较少。
I wish it was 3 and not 3.5. You know, most people believe that 3.5 was better because they added like Astro and they had Teemo and the Nautilus Jin stuff. Astro Sniper. Also, set 3, if you guys don't remember, the 3.0 was like so much reroll. So much reroll. It was like a bunch of 1 cost reroll and then 2 cost reroll.
拿经济开局，少一件装的经济开局，然后选择拉等，然后2至5来阿卡丽，他这个理解真的是神，真的是神。
这都是别人的 pre level。 只能这样说，有些人升等就是会有奖励，有些人就是下一把再奖励。
Vi Moshers.
我好像就是眼角开始泛泪了。
Vi is a good item holder though. Look at this. Like, this is just game. We're just gaming.
他前面还是和衣服
Punk Executioners and just 2 Sentinels.
然后直接给你奖励 KDA 4费。
We are gaming.
OK， 阿舅这把
I wonder if he's playing Yone from here. So far, it looks like people are preferring to play Riven than Yone.
也是。哎，不过有一些人他可能选手一边开着，然后就一边听。哦，对。
不太建议啊。
I'm going to see any alternative Twin Terror. Probably not. Alternative Twin Terrors, like, why would you settle for anything? Like, Twin Terror is rare. So, like, you know, you're probably going to be the only one who hits it. And if you're the only one who hits it, like, why would you play anything else? But if you do end up being contested, you probably know that both of you can't hit. So what do you do? That's probably the scenario you're talking about, which is probably interesting. Golden Ticket into early Akali. True damage. Senna. Remember when we wanted Senna headliner to be nerfed? And now look at her. I mean, she's still really good as a headliner, but you don't really reroll her, and true damage is not very common. Let's see, we have another Shojin, and we can make a frontline item. Like Steadfast Heart. What else can we do? 3 items on Senna. Guardbreaker, Shojin. Sunfire. Probably another Shojin, I think. You know, it kind of depends on what he's open to, though. It kind of depends on what he wants to play. The really interesting thing is that you can actually itemize in a couple different ways there. Oh, one with 2 damage Yasuo. 2 damage Yasuo was underrated for sure. Underrated for sure. Titans plus Mana Zane. What are we cooking? Biss Riven. Healing. AD. Plus Quicksilver. Best AD is Giant Slayer. Best healing is probably Bloodthirster, and then Silver. Why is true damage bad now? They only nerf the emblem, right? So here's something that's kind of a interesting take. But Mort Dog, to his benefit, to his credit, has actually been saying this for a while. Mort Dog has been saying since the last patch that he never thought that 6 true damage was that good. It's that the emblem was broken. 6 true damage with the emblem holder is what's busted. Not 6 true damage itself without any emblems. And so when they nerf the best thing about it, it ends up becoming kind of mid, which is for the most part true. A lot of other things did change, right? It wasn't just true damage emblem was nerfed, but a lot of things get buffed, which makes true damage weaker. True damage is weaker because everything else got stronger. That's just relative power level.
阶级。
我没有
But
看到，他真的抓完了，他刚是
没错，刷完了。
it looks like Mort was right.
哎，守望阿里。
Yone 2? Are we going for Yone reroll?
是不是要完色
What doesn't kill you? Rolling for day. Oh my god, another Seraphine comp?
还行啊，还行。
Okay.
对，还行。然后这边火炮吗？对，应该是
Red buff.
更正一下，对，红 buff 直接合了，这个比较好去制裁一些后排有回血能力的角色。
Red buff
一定有看
Gunblade.
对，不想
Wow
直接吸起来，红 buff 直接上。
OK， 他这个科将也直接合了，可能是想说没有。
Man, I kind of want to queue it up and play some Seraphine reroll.
然后去打出连胜，而且他的经济量其实是非常可观的。
What's up, Snoozy?
都还控制在50块的一个经济状态。这个经济量控得相当的好，就是他们有很疯狂的一直抽下来。
Blistering, 2 teamings up.
抽好抽满。
Teaming ups.
他这样的话
Vampirism, Unified.
越战越强，然后这边看有没有办法
Young, Wild, and Free.
但我会比较好奇，比如说这个
Young, Wild, and
越
Free.
强，你如果只有一段连败的话，那
I mean, if you can use to snipe things like Pentakill Emblems, really good. Or any other spatulas in general.
因为你有可能是等到后面他才突然又掉了一个装。
Yeah, it's alright.
那你可能你的装备都已经合好了，就会处于在一个比较尴尬的状态。
Stats on it are not nearly as good as it used to be, I
差
think.
不多了，就想要赶快启动。其实我觉得
Ever since they removed the component from it, it's definitely like significantly worse.
我
Did you get my message on Discord?
OK
No.
就哥我服了。
服了服了。
Unless you're talking to somebody else.
man 这个阵容的呀。那你知道他为什么 man 这个阵容了吗？
我懂，我懂了。
So we did end up going for the Shojin plus the Steadfast Heart.
哎，其实蛮多人有阿里了，哎，不过他
The Swing Strikes.
7等的一个状态了。哎，这边
打直升机，哎呀，不如自己来的强。
是中断了。
Oh, you're talking to somebody else.
哇，阿达原本还在100滴血冒火哎，因为他的前期开局其实也是蛮舒服，哇，一回合直接哇。
Seraphine 3 on 3-6.
现在又补回来了。
有补回来了，有补回来，就是那。
You know, this rolling for days augment is probably really good. I'm pretty sure free reroll stuff is likely very good in the meta right now. I should probably think about things like golden ticket more.
在这里感觉是没有人可以阻止他的。
虽然我在想，我数学老师可能会想要打我，但
Are they playing Ari? A lot of people are playing Seraphine right now. And so if you play Seraphine, you also want to play Ari with it. Also, Ari is not that bad. She's definitely not like, I don't know if she's like at the very top of the food chain, but she's definitely not bad, even though they nerfed her. If you get a spot, she's a decent secondary damage source. You could still probably primate her. Oh, wow, this person made true damage emblem.
可以哦。
Oh.
18滴血要加注，要吃4连败。
差不多20滴血，20到25。
Any kind of econ augments are valuable with the streak changes? Yeah. Just that rolling augments.
那你刚才问他
Like, I think shopping spree is so good right now. But what about like, so rolling for days got buff. What about things like the golden ticket we saw in 2-1? Maybe.
OK 加。
对，还蛮舒服的，我会为他加油。
Is Vex viable only with Twin Terror? No, you can play Vex in Executioner's country.
大家帮他回答一下，要不要加注？
要不要加他？
They're playing on live patch.
哦，这里要启动吗？要启动了哦。
Yeah, they're playing on live
真的
patch.
如你所说，提早1回合启动了。
啊，我跟你讲，我是绝对有在看花轮的。
Mana Zane. Is Mana Zane card? This is like really insane. Oh, Executioners. You need to buy, sell that. You need to buy, sell that.
在哪里？
You need to buy, sell that. You can't hit the Karthus.
感觉会先留。
No. He doesn't know. He doesn't know the headliner rules. I mean, how are you supposed to do that? I mean, he's first of all, this is a VOD.
不错啦，就是
Can't go back in time, but like, man.
可以慢慢补上。
死个2张，我觉得够稳了。
Is Seraphine a meme? No, not at all. Not at all.
比较容易
Seraphine won a lobby.
的一个状态。
其实这
I'm pretty sure Seraphine reroll is something I'm gonna put in my. I'm really glad I watched this today because
之前的版本
I have to film the A tier comps. I filmed the S tier comps in a video, and I'm gonna film the A tier ones. I'm pretty sure Seraphine goes in there. She low key might even be S tier, but we'll see.
如果是这个版本，因为我觉得在4之2抽就很穷了。
Low
那如果
key.
你是那种可能随便抽个3-4下就中的话，我觉得最好不要在4自己抽。
OK。
That rule is stupid. Yeah, the
看你自己对。
there's a bunch of debate whether or not it's a bug.
哎，
Heartsteel Ezreal
也要去观察有没有同行这件事情。对啊，同行还是蛮重要的。那他如果是玩杀无赦的体系，当然能够理解他为什么会提前抽牌，因为他可能不想要就是他的同行都把牌给抽光了，所以他自己先把牌给抢光了。但有些人是怎么样
Zed.
你把牌都
Crowd Diver Zed.
对，所以 也是有可能会发生的。
Kind of sad that we picked up this Ezreal. Oh, he's going for 7 Heartsteel?
继续all in
哎呀，
我只能
This
说
guy's gaming.
是正确的。
没错哦，这个装备在天上。
Oh no, he traveled. He traveled. He doesn't have the. Okay, he does. He does. He does.
这个装备
Sometimes it like waits for a few seconds for the item to appear. If you pick the item and then you travel to a portal, sometimes it stays like where you picked it, and then it's like traveling across the map or something like that. That's why sometimes people always see items just fly past them in game.
直接站一团嘛，你就可以直接刷一波那个弹幕，蛮开心的啊！
花轮
有
同学对面
人对面，
这个是阿舅吗？不会
哎
吧？
The
呀，
buy and sell rules were removed this patch. Oh, I don't.
玩什么？他这场我去也
What's
可
your
以啊
source? Was it?
你也是是不是？我有这个抽牌，我来打，我也是。
That's news to me.
阿里然后8等进10颗主
Or
线
executioner.
牌是直接带一整组的，
太扯了吧？这是
嗯，不错不错，
我
玩的不错
无言我真。的无言。
嗯，而且他这个阿卡丽也只差一。
Okay, we hit executioner Karthus. Not bad.
度非常高哎，但能理解啦，因为他后面拿了一个避险基金，
对
对，所以他拿了2个经济。
Yeah, the math
所以我们
suggests
并不知道他到底
that you should be buying and selling your headliners on your roll down if you're looking for very specific ones.
也是花了不
If you're playing like 80 flex, probably doesn't matter. If you're playing like Riven reroll, you probably want to do that.
4张这个4费2的话，
OK，
我好像还是愿意，我好像还是愿意。
对，因为毕竟他是现在比较强势的主流阵容。
I watched Mort's last YouTube video and he got back-to-back punk
那这边的
headliners.
花轮同学就会比较积极
Oh yeah, it's not but there are some situations
不来
where that
提前一回合抽
rule breaks. But we don't know. We don't know because that's actually true. So today
因为你得去提
today I was watching Dish Soap stream
没想到
and he like rolled MF into Bard almost immediately.
是不是比他好的？
对，花轮
Hold on a second, there's a vacuum.
不太好了，因为他8只一启动，然后吞2连败，现在只剩15滴血。
对，这拿了吧？对，
Yeah, so I don't want to shadow over the vacuum.
现在真的是比
True damage emblem.
少人玩真伤的体系。
少了10
True damage Ezreal. So there's 2 Ezreal players in this game.
是，不过他有这个
Two AD flex
而且
players
对到位置就是直接踢他2下，偷了2件装备。只是这边花轮同学不会一波倒吧
应该不会4只。
？OK，可以可以可以。啊，有啦，我们阿卡丽开秀了，都要打赢了。
哦，打赢了，
Sag
有稳住
getting
了。
farmed by Karthus Akali.
5滴血，北伐。那这里的话还缺1真伤哦。
对，这感觉是以前的真伤应该是赢的。
少一个阿卡。
I mean, they don't have assassins, right?
差蛮多的
We have no assassins this set.
开，有一些人不会开 KDA 啊，但他这边的话
We have Karthus Akali.
但是不会开 KDA 或者是就刚好可以去抽一个大人，如果有凯莎。
Okay, we have Disco. We have Tentacles.
玩迪斯科哦，
Decent setup. We're a little bit light on damage because we don't have AP on the Twisted Fate. We just have, I guess we have AP through the form of the Gambler's Blade, but not like a lot of AP.
哎，不是大天使，科技。
But we do have unit upgrades and an Alawi, which is good.
因为毕竟
Oh, Ezreal barely didn't one-shot the backline.
也刷到的话，
Oh my god, true damage? That was close. That was
我
close.
下次要等你更正完之后再我发现我的好像太
You're live on YouTube? Yes, I am.
太早了，
空了，
你这是有点敷衍了，
对，不好意思，不好意
被
思。
发现直接抓到。
对，没有科技枪，没有科技枪。
没错，哎
Best Riven headliner, I think it's 8-bit.
那么
I'm pretty sure 6-8-bit is really good. If you can get to it late game, it's really, really, really good. And also you get to cut,
而且现在人群冲浪手
you get to cut like Corky.
改成了12%，所以是增加的幅度蛮大的，是2倍多。
对，觉得可以拿起来用啊。这边看一下有没有给个夜色主线，夜色或水滴有没有？有没有？哎，水滴。
对，有哦。
哎呦，克莱门有喊有差哦。
Okay, so
给他的一个巨大的 buff。
哎，这样阵营可以合。
Zed, Ezreal, 5 Heartsteel. You know, is it worth greeding the 5 Heartsteel though? Shouldn't you replace it? I think I should. The thing is, Yone is a crowd diver,
当然后面就看有没有
but we're playing Yone 1
一个科枪。
and we're playing Cassante 1, and it's 36 HP. The lobby HP is actually kind of close.
花轮同学这里哇，只剩
I'm not a fan of it. I don't think it's worth the 5 Heartsteel.
都已经上线
Probably looking at the synergy bar and being like, oh yeah, but I mean they did buff 2 crowd diver.
蛮不错的，不过
Morello Akali.
有机会吗？
Manazane Morello Akali.
直接把它切
This is the person that could have taken Gargantuan Resolve Olaf. They had Olaf too. They had Titans on the bench and they had Gargantuan resolve. They could have just went it. Instead, they went 8th.
天呐，
The next time you skip something that you don't understand, chances are you may have given up a free first and you went 8th because you decided to play the same contested lines as everybody else.
分上啊，只是就是打的比较晚一点点，因为毕竟现在死哥的伤害就只能打到4个人，之前是5个人。
So you cut Corki if you don't have an 8-bit emblem. So that you get 4 8-bit with Riven, Caitlyn, and Garen. But if you do have an 8-bit emblem, you get the Corki back and you play 6 8-bit.
那么高，他机器人是没有恶性的，
对，这样居然还打赢双4费2，
是算是很有实力啊。这个逆命只能说
Seraphine 3. Okay, this Seraphine doesn't look nearly as good.
这一手，他如果没有学到钥匙的话，
But I think the items on this Seraphine are way... Oh my gosh, she
难
missed!
以接受，我觉得。
Okay.
其实运营算漂亮，但这个版本好像4之1抽算蛮毒的。
算蛮土的，而且因为他就是有一家的同行，那同行又抽的挺好的。
5 KDA, but we're playing like a Kaisa too.
这个阵容的玩
You know, there's a Kaisa reroll also starting to surface as well. I'm pretty sure
上次看他的时候还86。
I'm pretty sure this is a reroll patch featuring Disco and Pentacomb.
他现在60块，然后他想要去恢
I feel like more people should be rerolling. I feel like too many people are playing the 4-cost stuff. But at the same time, if you let the 4-cost people hit too easily, then they just, you know, their tempo is so high. But I'm pretty sure more people should be rerolling right now.
没事，我觉得你已经会的词汇已经非常的庞大了。哎，这边杀过去，有机会吗？没有，没有无尽，这个伤害有一点低。老实说，我觉得
Seraphine 3.
写的阿卡丽就是没有无尽阿卡丽，它就不太像是一个刺客该有的表现。
Spellweaver Sona.
如果他有一件装是换成无尽，或者是那种
Okay, whoever Seraphine reroll, oh my god.
所以也没有办法
Please tell me a Seraphine reroll player got it.
是这里的话，哇，主要看到是 Der 又拿了一个术士加。
I don't think he did. I don't think he
的
did.
话是可以到这个9术士的，是有下修一点。
没错，就是之前几乎没有人开到10术士。
对，这个基本
What's the other reroll comps other than Yone, Riven, and Country? Oh, there's too many to name. There's too many to name.
大家都在传哦，就是3星死歌啊，10杀这件事情。
哦，那然后呢？
打输9出 damage 3星3呐。
什么局啊？不听起来怪怪的，为什么有这种局啊？
好，因为当下我也没有
Poppy headliner. Okay, Poppy's a lot weaker than she used to be. The nerf actually hurts a lot. Poppy 2 is good though, but Poppy 1 is definitely a lot weaker.
就好像有些人是说，哦，他好像没有开出10杀，你要再去翻一下 VOD。
他增添这里的话是换成凯特琳哦，这样比较大家有这个。
Poppy 2 still can do work. True damage emblem 6th. Hi Frodan, I'm sad I tried to play Ari yesterday, but rolled 60 gold and couldn't find Ari with no one playing it. Sorry, Gavin. That happens a lot right now because of the headliner stuff.
对，设计师有说，就是凯特琳他们nerf 的 AD 是补在这个8币的上面，但是你如果是玩真伤体系的话，你等于就是白白失去。
The problem with other reroll compared to the usual ones that people go for is that it's more conditional. So like Lulu reroll I think is good, for example, but you can't play Lulu reroll as often as you play the other rerolls. Country is good and Vex, but you can't play that nearly as much as often because of Twin Terror stuff. MF is actually better than I thought, but again, can't always go for it. Even if you have like an early MF2, it doesn't mean you can go for MF reroll. It's just like there's just like a lot of different things like that. There's more 1-cost reroll now. People still aren't playing Annie. People are not playing, like, people don't know how to play Olaf. Corki is playable as well if you have a certain spot, but probably not nearly as good. Vi is not nearly as strong, but then there's some people who sometimes make it work. I think it's augment dependent. Kaisa is playable, but usually you play that with MF, and then you kind of go for Nico as well. There's people that can also reroll Jax and Lux. That's underplayed, but people don't really know how to play it very well. I can just keep going on and on. There's actually a lot of reroll comps in the meta, but a lot of them are very situational. So it's like if you're a player that plays like casually, like plays like a few games at most a day, and maybe you play like every few days, and I consider that to be pretty casual. Maybe that's not casual for some other people. But like you don't have time, like it's just not worth like going for all these different kinds of like learning all these reroll stuff because there's so much to know, and it's just like you first time it and you're like, oh, I wish I could do that again. But chances are you could play 10 more games and you won't have that spot. Or at least if you do have that spot, it's not going to be, or rather if you do play it again, you're not going to have as good success. Just a fate bot forward. Emo Lulu. Nari roll is a little bit hard because of all the Pentacle players. And but like Nari roll can also do well. 4 Executioner. I think 4 Executioner, I think in general, 6 Executioner is really strong. But 4 Executioner I think is underrated for sure. People are not playing that enough. Spellweaver. Oh, wait. Was this the person that got Spellweaver Sona? They did. And they put Spellweaver onto the Nico. Wow. Yeah, Seraphine reroll. This is the second game we've seen of Seraphine reroll, and the second game where it's top forward. And that previous game, Seraphine won the lobby. Hong Kong player here watching our region. Oh, hello. Twitch reroll without Twin Terror is strong if you have items. I played you guys want to see a Twitch game I played today? Or I'll show you guys. I played a Twitch game today. Just no Twin Terror. I'll show you. See this? Twitch 3, Vex 3, Pantheon 3, 6 Punk. Punk Emo Akali, Punk Mumu. It wasn't Twin Terror at all. It was just Executioners plus 6 Punk. I got second in that game. I'm pretty sure 4 Executioners is just good. Wow. That was very one-sided. Ezreal, 80 flex, wins the lobby. All it took was playing 7 Heartsteel. 8-bit on Caitlyn. Wow. Imagine if the 8-bit player survived. I heard people are playing Garen reroll. Really? Either way, the point that I'm trying to get at is there's a lot of reroll comps in the metagame, and it's hard to cover all of them. The video that I filmed yesterday already, there's like 2 things I need to add to it. And the video I'm going to film tonight, chances are by the time I'm filming it tomorrow, we're going to discover even more tech. Seraphine 3 top. Yeah, so Seraphine won a lobby and now it's top 2. Now, granted, something pretty incredible happened. This person found Sona with a Spellweaver emblem on the carousel and somehow got it. Wow. Everyone has this Kaisa finisher now, man. I recently discovered your channel on YouTube. Started playing TFT seriously. I appreciate your content. Thank you, man. I just want to say I'm really glad I got to catch this. It really helped me see new angles I didn't see before. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's part of the reason why I think it's worth watching these kinds of tournaments, because everyone's got tech and they're incentivized to try hard. And, you know, no flame to the other people, but like, you know, I think North America is kind of an echo chamber. I think a lot of people just kind of, there's very few people trying to innovate in North America. They just tend to copy each other. All right, we're gonna take a little bit of an ad break. Nario feels like a trap. I mean, that's why I'm saying you're not really supposed to play Nario very often. 7777. Maybe I should set up a studio. Like my coaching studio is not like this, but maybe I'll set up a Twitch chat monitor or something like that. I mean, technically, when you guys go to our main screen for co-streaming, there's Twitch chat up. 4 minutes. Bodhi. See if I recognize any other names. Mo GG. This is 64 players? No, 32. Feels Zach Man. what a username. What can I do? That's a great username. Is using that's a great question.
后面还有3场的
Another way to say, is it my fault?
在一定的水准之下，然后我觉得他
Good morning.
是跟那个
Innovation means one, you have to be smart. Two, you have to risk. Yeah, you basically have to be willing to go eighth a lot.
玩家，我觉得他们的打法
Yeah, be willing to cook.
他也是，对，
Listen, I don't fault anybody for not innovating. I'm praising people who do.
装备还蛮通用的，都是精进时髦。
I'm praising people who do.
有哎，这个是
Oh, is this fan art?
手哎
It is.
是我现在看懂了。
Oh, TFT fan art.
旁边那是非爱啊，对吧？
不是吧？不是。
Okay, can we take a second to appreciate that Set 10's aesthetic is still really good? Like I know the balance and design of certain things are under fire right now because people are like upset at across the Kali and disco stuff like that.
OK，
But we can agree that the music and the art is still like top tier, right? The set is like ridiculous.
不选呢，都不投的
It's。amazing. They actually pulled off a music set. That's so good.
哦，
而且可能全部都练过了。
你们自己玩就好。
对，你们自己选啦，先让你们一首啦。
Is Appy's your goat? Oh no, not really.
我觉得今天最多的人选
No, I actually
是，就是第一个。先
I actually think that Appy's cooks a little too much. I want him to spend a little. I want him to play a little bit more meta at times. I think he cooks a little too much.
拉克斯加这个电子音乐是可以玩的，我没有试过啊。
Like I still find myself kind of rocking out to the music.
了解。
I haven't gotten sick of TFT music.
但实际上战力如何就靠大家了。我们
All I'm saying-
开始播比赛，所以有很多东西其实还没有摸熟哦。
All I'm saying is that when Set 11 comes around and the music and the aesthetic is not nearly as good, everyone's gonna be like, "Man, Set 10 was so good."
改版又
We're gonna forget about the balance problems. There's not. I mean, there's. I still don't even think balance is like even that bad, but like compared to other sets. But people are gonna forget the problems and just remember how good Set 10's aesthetics and production was.
跟这种精英
The music and the art.
相的去讨论。
It's just so dope.
核心的
Also, have we figured out which of these little
马里克敲起人来。
I don't know meeps are which?
之前有讲到这个
This one's like this probably like Vi, right?
直接三星塔里克从头敲到尾。
确实是，他那个真的是算惊为天人。
You tried Lucian? Yeah, I have. Lucian's very good. If you can get a setup for him. He's kind of like Jin. Just need really good front line.
因为装备类的话，在前少役还
People are mad. Oh, there's a lot of people who are mad. It's a,
合出装备，然后就
this is the TFT player base we're talking about. Of course, they're mad about
因
something.
为你就有点像是捡破烂，而且你有那两件
They're always mad about something.
三件装备其实没有
And then they gaslight you, saying that they're mad because it's like it's good. It's good to be mad.
好补齐哦，那
Because if you're not mad, then you like don't care, or if you're not mad, then like
我有听说很多人是可能
you know, then you don't
这个波提你觉得
then you don't really play the game. You know, whatever. I don't know. There's like they don't let you be happy.
拿一个后排啦，但假设1至3你会拿吗？
1至3的话，我觉得会看你手上已经有没有后排的角色。如果今天已经有其他后排的角色
Adaptive Hodge.
就不会优先去拿，就可能还会再观察一下下。
跟上个版本那个恐怖厨师的故
If
事。
someone who came back to this after not playing for a while, I really like it. Yeah, man, I love this.
现在有的时候可能你就会想说，哎，如果我今天手
I think it's the best set ever.
是不是应该要等一下纳米，或者是
That's because I probably haven't played this game seriously before. I mean,
是非爱
if you think it's the best set ever
的话，那其实非爱也是一个
and you're taking it casually, that sounds like you might be doing it right.
是非爱
OK。
没有了
I was watching Boxbox's stream the other day,
谢谢大家。
and Boxbox was lamenting about how
这边
he
产能的话，哦，它合的都是通用。
I don't think he wants to go back, but Boxbox was talking about how much more fun he had with TFT back when he was gold and didn't care about being good at the game.
装现在给死
He's talking about how like TFT was like this magical game for him when he was bad and he just did not care about his rank very much.
开五杀之前
But now that he's like he cares about his rank, he's just having way less fun, which is a very standard experience with almost anything, I think. Anything competitive.
去玩，像是雅
The more you care about your rank, the less fun you generally have unless you're like dominating and doing very well.
可能这里事情会扣一下。
But to his point, which is like if you're a player that can have a healthy relationship with TFT and not take it that seriously
每次会把那
in
个
terms of just like being a competitive player, then I would my advice to you is keep doing so. It sounds great. But I personally still have a lot of fun with TFT. Like I gotta admit, today's games, I played a couple games today. They were not very fun. They were very frustrating. I had an insanely capped jazz board, but I just kept having the wrong coin flip of 50-50s against Disco and Akari Zakali, and I kept losing by like 1 or 2 units, and I just kept bleeding out. I was like 30 HP, but I lost by like 1 or 2 units, lost by 1 or 2 units, lost by 1 or 2 units, and then just enough times where I was just at 1 life, and then yeah, it was just really rough. But I would say that even despite that, I still really enjoy TFT. I still have a lot of fun. If you're finding yourself not having fun with TFT, then set boundaries. We're not good at that as gamers. In fact, we are conditioned by gaming companies to not set boundaries with our favorite games, but please do. Clear mind, patient study, stationary support, idealism. Ooh, caretakers. I think caretakers is really underrated. This shield augment that looks like a guardian emblem. Frequent flyer. Or is that return on investment? Either way, that's a little unusual. People aren't really playing that augment. Just be like Arya, have fun in TFT for 30. Dude, Arya Saki grinding for what? 38 hours and counting. She got into like, I think she played for another 2 hours after that. I think she played 40 hours. 40 hours of TFT in a row, no stop. And she wasn't climbing. She was just going from Emerald 4 to Emerald 3 and back down to Emerald 4 the whole time. But my God, it looked like she was having fun, sort of. I mean, as much fun as you could look like you're having at 40 hours in. Is it 20 on new patch? Yeah, it is. Oh, hey, Bloody. Has the TFT disease? I mean, we all have the TFT disease. Game is too fun sometimes. Bebe's a grind. I hope Bebe's doing well. I think he had a little bit of that meltdown, but I don't blame him. His whole world got turned upside down. Where just like all the hard work he did, he grinded infinite, and then all of a sudden Twitch shuts down in Korea. GG's. And he tries to find like meaning, reaches out very desperately on social media, and then just gets met with like, "You're an idiot, shut up," you know, that kind of pushback. Granted, I don't really like or agree with the way he did things either. Baby is my friend, but I have sympathy for him. I actually I'm very quick to forgive that kind of situation. Okay, patient study level 6, 5 loss. So the question is, are you gonna go to level 7 at 3-2 and roll? Lose one more time, you can go 7 and then roll. And if so, how deep are you rolling? Level 7 is really interesting right now because level 7 doesn't give you access to 4-cost headliners, and you also don't have good odds to hit 4-cost 2-star anyways. But the 3 costs are pretty good. You could use patient study as like an econ augment and use to roll. Oh, he has a rage blade, so he's probably gonna play disco then. But he has super fan. Interesting. Brandon, do you not compete in tournaments? I do. It's just that the more important the tournament is, the more it's crucial for me to be co-streaming it. So that way you guys have someone that can provide good coverage. I play in things that are not necessarily, I compete in things that are not necessarily like as important. So like for example, Box Bootcamp, I compete in that. That's a ladder-based tournament. I'm also planning on competing in the next cup, the Heartsteel Cup. I qualified for the KDA Cup. I just declined my spot because I wanted to co-stream it. But for the second cup this tournament, I'm probably going to play in it if I qualify. I'm assuming I will. I usually qualify for tournaments. I think I only missed one tournament. Actually, no. I think I got in every single tournament. Yeah. Even the tournament I thought I didn't get into, I actually made it to the very last waitlist spot. And then I didn't prep for the tournament, so I went like 8th. I went like dead last in that tournament, I remember, because I didn't prep. I didn't think I was going to do it. And then they messaged me and everyone's like, yeah, you should play. And I'm like, all right. But I didn't prep at all. But I qualify for every tournament that
跟大家讲一下，其实他是有机会
I technically entered all the tournaments I try to
如
go.
果你真的运气好的话，那可以非常非常的可怕。
8-bit Riven, and we're just passing it.
我从来没有跑过。不过这个东西操作量真的很大，所以很需要大量的练习。就是你第一次
You saying
打
Rageblade Hodge?
需要转正个2-3回。
He could play. So a lot of times people believe that you could actually flex Rageblade onto Karthus, but I don't really think it's very good. But Rageblade Hodge could just be like Karthus Akali. You can also play Ari Akali, but it kind of depends. Kind of depends
哎哎，达克斯
on like what you hit. Rageblade is another mana generation item. Just think about it that way. But the reason why Rageblade is a lot better now is because they double the scaling on Twisted Fate's attack speed.
来看一下，不能没有你的一个牌面，靠着阿木姆之后，他是抽到了一个庞克的。
Did I miss game 2? Yeah, this is game 3. This is game 4 actually. We're on game 4.
通常看到的话是雏形的图奇是有可能抓起来玩高雏形，不过庞克的就
Think they'll ever do a TFT summit? I hope so.
对面的话是
I certainly hope so. I know that the Beyond the Summit folks closed down. The studio that we did it with actually went out of business because of the pandemic, and also because of esports winter, and also like low key because of Valve. But the folks from Beyond the Summit got bought by Lugwood's company, off-brand. So now they just do off-brand events. If you guys don't know who Lugwood is, he's a pretty big YouTuber, streamer. He also hates TFT. Sea-Dog, another well-known streamer, tried to introduce TFT to Ludwig because, you know, TFT is a very popular gamer amongst a lot of people, as like a lot of variety gamers, as like their, you know, one of their games they like to play on the side, a seasonal game. And Sea-Dog was trying to introduce TFT to Ludwig, and he did like I watched this. They did like a competition where they both play a bunch of games, but like they both suggest games. So like Ludwig suggested a game, then Sea-Dog suggested a game, and so on and so forth. Sea-Dog suggested they played TFT, and Ludwig playing TFT is very funny, but it's sad because the conclusion was he hated the game. I think specifically Ludwig's favorite auto battler is Super Auto Chess. In Super Auto Chess, you get to take your sweet ass time to make all your decisions because it's completely asynchronous, meaning that you make your decision and then you click queue it up to face off against another player. So you get to choose your buy round and take your time. And so he's so used to like taking his time methodically, talking to chat, figuring out. But TFT is just constant time pressure. Like I talk about it all the time in my coaching sessions. But like a lot of times people talk about the 3 main resources in TFT, which is your HP, your gold, and your items. But the one thing that people don't talk about as a resource is time. Time is a very valuable resource in TFT that people do not really think about. And it's a really difficult thing for new players to overcome because there's just no time to do anything. I'm watching one of my friends who comes from Hearthstone. Her name is Slissa. She's like really good at Hearthstone Battlegrounds. And Hearthstone Battlegrounds is time limited, but it gives you like 2 minutes to do like decisions. And when you get 30 seconds, she's just like, my God, there's no time in this game. I'm like, yeah, I know. So, yeah. BTS is dead, yeah. But they got bought out basically. Or not bought out, but saved. And I don't think he truly hates TFT. I just think that like he doesn't enjoy playing it. It's funny because every one of his friends loves TFT. Like he hates TFT, but like Stans loves it, he plays it. Atriarch loves it, he plays it. Sea-Dog loves, he plays it. I mean, hell, even the creators that he circles, like Valkyrae loves TFT as well, by the way. She plays like a lot. Or I don't know if she does anymore, but she did at one point. So like there's a lot of people that really like TFT. All right, enough about not this game stuff. We are playing Salvage Bin. We got dropped 2 sword. Oh god. Okay, I was gonna pause here and say, what do you think he makes items here? We can actually still do that. So he has Shojin. What would you guys... Oh, fuck. I messed this up. All right, never mind. Next time we're in a spot like that, though, I'm gonna pause and ask you guys, what do you think he's gonna make? But he ended up going for Shojin and Gunblade. I think he needs to think about ways he can kill swords. And Gunblade is like good, assuming you're able to get peak power. But Gunblade on a 1-star TF is kind of weak because you're not dealing a lot of damage. He also, does he have anti-heal? He might not. Red buff is a lot weaker on Twisted Fate as well, so you have to be really careful about that. He likes Gunblade over Archangel. I think he needs to do something with the swords. I think he needs to do something with the swords. You can make another Shojin. Oh, he has so many. Oh, God. Oh, it kind of has to be red buff, doesn't it? Okay, let's say he does make Archangels here. He has Tear and a Rod. Then he has Sword, Bow, Cloak. And you're going to make, what, red buff Giant Slayer? You know, I could see it, actually. I could see it. Hitting the TF is really good. What do you guys think about... What do you guys think about Bloodthirster as a frontline item? Do you guys think it's bad? I've been trying to slam it a little bit more often in my games. It's actually not that bad, especially if you put it on units that can really hold it. Like Blitzcrank or an Echo. It's not grid. Trust me, it's not good, but it's actually like serviceable. So like in this kind of spot, if I was in his shoes, I think no anti-heal. So I think I probably have to make red buff with double bows. And that gives me 2 swords, a rod tier, and this. And I don't think Declaw is particularly really powerful either. I'm actually tempted to go for Archangels, red buff. Then you have 2 swords, and then BT, GS, something like that. That doesn't seem very good either. I mean, yeah, it's good on Poppy for sure, but... If you slam Rage Blade, I could see that. We also don't have Shred either, so you could justify Shiv or Spark, but this Rod is really, really important. He goes for another Gunblade. I think I would go for red buff, even though it's not optimal, but you need anti-heal, and then I would probably go for a defensive item plus a Shiv. There's a Ziggs. Oh, if there's a Ziggs, I missed that. I was just looking purely at items. If there's a Ziggs, then don't worry about the Shred. Back to Ziggs instead. Interesting salvage bin spot for sure. As interesting as it could be playing Disco. What's the reason for keeping that emblem anvil? Oh, the tome. He's transitioning his board, and you have to wait for the round to. You can't do it with your existing board. It has to be the previous round's combat that it counts from. So like you wait for all if you're buying units and putting it onto your board and sell the anvil, it doesn't count for your current board. It factors in your previous round. Triple stone plate. That has to be Kiana, right? I think it was Kiana. Yeah, we have a Kiana in, I think. I don't mind Declaw. I mean, they did buff Declaw recently. 2 keepers, United Resistance, teaming up Little Buddy's Portable Forge. I'm interested in what the Forge player picks. Kiana pair. I think, are we just rolling here? Yeah, we are. This person took frequent flyer, so we have one cost rerolls or 1 gold rerolls. Trying to go for Yone 3. Rolling like Frodan here. Come on, let's move on. There you go. Roll speed is like actually a thing in this set. Roll speed is actually very impactful, which is sad because I'm not real. That's not. I'm mechanically not very strong in that area. I think it's my brain doesn't process it nearly as fast. I'm old, man. I'm an analyst. I'm a TFT analyst and backseater. I'm not like a young gun ADHD zoomer who needs to like watch 2 videos in one. There's like this trend that popped up last year, or was it a year before that in TikTok, where there's literally just two unrelated videos playing at the same time. What in the top half is one video and the bottom half is another video. They're just two unrelated videos. It doesn't really. And what's the point? Is because people have terrible attention spans now, like absolutely horrendous. So they just literally watch the videos. There's just I don't get it. Anyways, roll speed is not my forte. Okay, this Ezra 1 somehow survived the apocalypse. Okay. Wow, that was good. I honestly think that's one of the detractors of the set. The fact that you have to be a lot faster roll downs makes it less fun for people that struggle with that part of the game. Yeah, that is definitely like a con, or rather a drawback in my opinion. WTF, you're 33. I clocked you at 24. You know what? I'll take that as a compliment. I'm turning 34 soon. I mean, I think I'm physically 33, but I feel like emotionally. Okay, not emotionally. I think the way I choose to view the world. Yeah, that sounds bad too. You know, I think I'm young at heart. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. Remember all those faker videos about him multitasking? Yeah. It's a trick you to watch it twice. I mean, it's not really a trick. But yeah. Frodan TFT gameplay lacks excessive clicking and moving units constantly. I mean, I do that, and I'm still slow because it's not about my hands being slow. My hands can go quick, but it's my brain that moves slow. Maybe I need to sleep more. Someone said that they're sleep deprived and they roll slow. Maybe that's it. In general, I it's not that like I sleep badly. It's just that sleep. It's just hard to get good sleep these days. Oh my God! Sniper's Focus Samira? That was insane. Hold on a second. Sniper's Focus Samira is sick. Blue buff. Caitlyn is not great though. We're probably gonna have to. This person's gonna probably bot for. They have a lot of good units. They have the Alawi, right? Like all the they have the Ezreal, Caitlyn headliner, and a York, but like item setup is not very good, and they don't have enough upgrades. Little buddies, Twist of Fate. Wow, Kiana just made her way to the back line. What? You guys see this? This Kiana just went complete Giga Chad mode and just went to the back line. When you turned 34? I turned 34 on the same week that our baby is expected to be born. There's actually a really significant, really high chance that the baby is born on my birthday. What is the double up tech for this patch? Oh, I don't know, man. Probably 3 cost reroll. But I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. I haven't played any double up tech. Oh man. Oh god. Look at this Blitzcrank. You see this Blitzcrank? He jailed his Blitzcrank here. And his Blitzcrank just got stuck here. Wait, but it kind of makes sense because Blitzcrank has carry items. So he's positioning Blitzcrank like a carry. Oh my god, positioning diff? Hey, where are you come from, Frodan? Thanks. From the same place everyone else did. My mother's womb. Okay, not everyone came from my mother's womb, but everyone came from a womb. Unless you're Jesus. Actually, I guess technically he did too. Having the same birthday as your kid sounds awesome. I hope that they view that the same way. Hey, true damage emblem. Is true damage emblem still this good though? Okay, hearts. Oh, don't we play both? We play both. Cut Jin. Play both. Both. No. Dude, Jin 1 is just gonna get farmed. Jin 1's gonna get farmed, man. I used to think Jin 1 was like stable, but then I played one game of this patch and then I saw the stats and Jin 1 gets okay, well, Edge of Night may help. May help. Maybe. Possibly. Oh, is the Edge of Night Jin? Nope. Bro, this Jin is tickling the Blitzcrank. He went 8th. My nephew was born my mother's birthday. It's kind of crazy. Oh, wow. What a coincidence. Oh, actually, isn't there wasn't we talking about this? But there's like one of the craziest math phenomenons to me is that I forgot how many people you have to be in a room with, but if you're in a room with a certain number of people, like I think it's like 20 something, then there's like a 50% chance that you share the same birthday or something like that. It's like a math thing. It doesn't even sound real, but if you're in a room with a certain number of people, there's like a 50% chance that you share the same birthday. 23, 26. That sounds right. I don't know. I don't remember the number off the top of my head, but it's like a ridiculous number. But like if you actually check the math, it's correct. Oh, hi. Oh, my wife made biscuits. You know what I'm talking about? Like if you're in the same room of like 20, like some number of people, there's a 50% likelihood that you share the same birthday, which sounds like completely wrong, but like apparently, yeah, it's a small number. It blew my mind when the first time I learned this in like college, I think, or something, because I was doing math courses, and we had to prove that. 7 countries. Ooh, or got 3. Engine Knight Jin still getting farmed. The thing is, I think it's just a bad meta for Jin. It's just a bad meta for Jin. Someone thought that Jin damage was bugged. I just think that Jin can still do very well. It's just you need a lot of things to go right. A lot of things to go right. You basically need to like teleport into like a late game level 9 200 gold scenario. 7 country, too much stats to chew through. This is the thing about Twisted Fate and a Call of the Collie is that just having an insane amount of HP means that their burst can't kill you, and then you can just get online. Even just having, oh, he has 2 country emblems. Ah, but even just getting like 2-star Samira, 2-star Vex, right? Like you just have too much HP. Got through. He also has a ZZ Rot. I hope your child shares Mort Dog's birthday. Or when's your birthday? Oh wait, isn't it today? Oh wait, today's Mort Dog's birthday. Wait, chat, can we just say happy birthday to Mort in chat? I forgot to check the date, of course. Lucian and Jin basically flip positions. Yeah, looks like it. It looks like it. Mord 3. Mord 3 is also another reroll out, but the thing is, how do you hit Mord 3 if there's 3 people playing Carthus Collie? But if you do hit Mord 3, he's also really good. Wait, this is a Kiana. Oh, this is a Catione board. 5 Edgelord. AP Viego. Morello, Titans, Crown Guard. This is Riftwalker Viego. I'm just going to put something out there, but I don't miss many things about set 8, but I do miss some things. Oh my god, hold on a second. Oh my god, Kevin Parker? Holy moly, what was that? That was crazy. The kill emblem. For anybody, they want that? Probably not. I don't miss many things from set 8, but one thing I do miss is Riftwalkers. That comp was awesome. That's actually like low-key one of the coolest traits and comp they've ever made. so flexible, so open-ended. Every single unit there could have carried individually and also be splashed in. And itemization, it was just really good. It was really cool. And then you also can use it to support by like doubling up on other things like renegades when it was just good. Really cool trait. Sona 2. Wait, is that attack speed? It's attack speed, Sona. Wow. Well, couldn't replicate that. I kind of thought this guy didn't even type GG, just types G. Oh, you guys can't see it. Let me hide my camera. This guy doesn't even type GG, he just types G. I like Riftwalker, but not the position requirements. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, not everything's like a grand slam with that, but I personally liked it a lot.
对他前面的这个刀子已经拿起来，结果看到西门没砍下去，去看旁边的。他就好像滑到了旁边，好像被那个漂亮的妹子。It just means game. 777. Oh, hey. Oh shit! Do you guys know? POG. Pog. Oh shit! I can read Mandarin. Pog in Chinese is Pog. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of an ad break. You guys in a couple minutes. What does it mean in English, though? Nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative. Oh, Rift walk the Castle augment? Yeah. I mean, people talk about hero augments and everything like that, but then, like, okay, you know, there's a lot of discussion about like, oh, is headliners and chosen like bad mechanic, which is just so funny because you guys, so many people beg for Chosen to come back. I'm sure there's a lot of people. It's probably different people. But I'm probably misrepresenting the argument. There's different camps of people who have different preferences. But every set, they do this. Is X mechanic just like impossible to balance? Is X mechanic bad? Terribly designed, XYZ. And it's like, it's really, you guys are, it's like the general player base, right? Obviously, it's not the specific individuals, but they're just too funny, man. Because they're the same people who be like, hero augments, Bedge. Worst mechanic ever. I hate it. It's not TFT. I'm quitting the game. And then set 9, what happens? Oh my god, the boss? Riftwalk Cassidon? And then like the streamers are basically like Bedge. And I understand that it's like different implementation, different scenarios. But like that's why it's so funny when people attack the mechanic as if they're like some genius game designer. I'm not like a Riot apologist. I'm like a little bit of a Riot simp, but like at the same time, like it's just so funny when I see that happen. It's just too funny, man. They're like, oh my god, the boss. It has to be the boss. And that's a hero augment. I don't know. It's just too funny to me, man. I have a prediction that people say Set 7's mechanic is bad no matter what it is. That's not even a bold prediction. I would... Those are terrible odds. Or rather, you would get terrible odds in Vegas. All right, we have, I think, 2 more games. Go ahead and skip to it. So far, I'm enjoying the meta. What have we learned today? Seraphine reroll, very underrated. Reroll in general is underrated. A lot of Riven is being played. Riven's very strong. Obviously, the Disco card is really good. True damage. They like playing true damage a lot, but it's probably with the true damage emblem mainly. They also like playing around just like executioners in general, like Vex, Samira, or just like Emo Vex, like that kind of stuff. They want to play around Vex as much as they can, even without Twin Terror. As long as there's Assassins or Riven, the set is good for me. Wow. What a take. What a take. Oh, they also played Gragas 3. That was funny. And Too Big to Fail. If you guys missed it, there's a Gragas 3 game where a guy had Too Big to Fail and he had Pandora's and he Pandora's Warmogs on all his bruisers.
It was actually so lit.
没错。
Oh, Olaf reroll. Speaking of bruisers.
哎，这里要传说中的，你记得我们第一场我那时候有问你一句话吗？
对，有。
哎，欧拉夫3可以玩吗？
I think that player went like fourth, something like that, but or fifth, but it was really funny.
还把那些一星的也留下来了，那应该比较少人会这样。
我是蛮，
Add Frozen Heart back to the game. Nah,
我一方面想看，但是一方面作为拿铁的
nah,
心里
I'm good.
又有这么一点忐忑。
是，其实现在
I will say,
的话我觉得可能比较稳的就是
I do think
然后在安妮跟
Shroud
这些可能
could come back
比较能够去
as a craftable item.
一些一费独购。
对，
I don't know about Zephyr,
确实有看过。
but I think Shroud could come back.
有听说
I don't think I'd be mad.
射了，这里 TW 班胜的话是前面开心之刚，所以会比较偏 AD 的阵容
感。觉中间可以先甩掉了。哦，他第一个键甩掉了。
Do you guys understand? Shroud would actually be so good in the meta.
就是算
So good in the meta.
一个装备
Parthis will now take forever to cast. That's a good
如果在
thing.
前期的话多换
They have to. That's a good thing.
如果今天要玩 AD
Disco tends to clump.
阵容一点
You punish them.
感觉好像整体 AP 还是稍微强一点。
What's BS is free shouts off of carousel that swings placements. That's BS. Like the stage 5, stage 6 carousels that someone gets and all of a sudden they're like, oh, they like get to scam a top 4 or they get it first.
直接多一个金色征服的感觉。
而且他刚好拿了一个越战越强超级大 combo。
对，
哇，那蛮期待这个小蜜蜂，它的上限可以年哦。这个安妮对到他的话，就会比较。
The nice thing about Shroud is that there's like soft ways to counterplay it.
那就没有
I like about it.
就比较没有那种幸运的感觉。
What's up, Eddie?
一点点感觉就被闷掉了。
打不出来。好
I'm not saying Zephyr should come back. I'm saying Shroud could come back.
太舒服了吧？哦，这边又有一家
Fully adapted. I don't know why the stats on this is so bad. I'm pretty sure this augment's actually pretty good.
好神哦！
I think people are just bad
一般
at playing the augment.
你可能捡到了卡上地，然后有些人会一至4 pre level，就先上4的去找，但他这个是没拉等自己来，可以。
可以，可能前面就有掉吗？这种我有看过哎，绿茶他在2阶段的时候就5星刚了，我那个时候也是经
Because I think that they buffed adaptive helm.
这种星刚真的在越
And if you can get on tempo, like it should theoretically be pretty good early, and you have good late game holders of it.
一个打法，它是走我们
People just must not be playing this augment correctly.
星刚奖励你不用这么的贪，因为其实你后面才会换掉越多的一个冠嘛，所以它在
At 3 on PB, cool.
他自己的一个血量，所以该合的装它都是有合的。
Hey,
对他就是不拉
if
什么的都还是全部选
if people are looking for it, maybe you can just play some games on set 3.
打到他的时候
Nice little break. But the thing is, I'm trying to get ready for the KDA finals.
哦，小技巧学到了，学
学到
到了。
有用实用小技巧。
The KDA finals and the CN mid-set invitational this weekend.
Benson 这里也是新刚了，哇，大家新刚都刷的蛮顺。
How long is 3.5 out?
过一次了，
Like how long is this playlist gonna be? Like a couple weeks?
打到一个现在就很难说得清楚了，因为越战越长，前面它的是一个发大财的路线，然后像现在的新刚，
I almost just beat a Twisted Fate 3 with Twitch 3. Didn't have anything else to restart because I was contested Twin Terror, lost to his dummy, and a single ult positioning is so
这
huge.
2张的话，那
Oh yeah.
不得了，我们2阶段
Twitch is an anti-clump
绝对是
carry as well.
其实我自己觉得新刚
Punishes
很
clumps
配那种长久之计，
超舒服。
对，我们两个
Olaf. Is Olaf the best one-cost headliner?
然后进新刚，哎有哦，
哎，
哑宁哦，
Is there a better one-cost headliner than Olaf right now?
哦，直接拿到手了，5星刚2之5直接开碟。
不然很快。Benson 的话，这里看到，哎，我的赛特嘞，怎么没有来？先去拿了一个3费物防。
Amber's Blade, adaptive. Oh, 2 fully adapted. Shock treatment, a deal of someone doesn't kill you.
到你要的英雄。
那这一场的话是有2家拿4性神
Carrick.
拿安全帽，哎，就是安全帽有 buff 这么多
But Tarek kind of needs a little bit of setup.
诶，现在比较多人是更愿意去合成的，而且你可以同时就是获得2项的。
Olaf is so plug and play.
我觉得阿姆姆，又或者是说一些比较需要魔力的角色，狮性神龟就会是。
Are you on Twitch? Yeah, I'm streaming live on Twitch right now. Twitch is actually the primary streaming platform I use. But I'm starting to use YouTube. If anything, if you're watching me for the first time on YouTube, you're wondering if I ever streamed on Twitch. I just started streaming on YouTube. I've been streaming on Twitch for a couple years.
诶，长得很像。
This is my second foray into streaming. If you followed me from the Hearthstone days, some of the people here in chat
25就已经有
have been. I did have like a
quote career as a streamer back when I did Hearthstone, but it was the same thing. I kind of did it as a part-time thing.
1、2、3这种算还蛮不错的。
三人行是直接当
But I basically but I didn't stream for about 4 to 5 years. I basically quit,
除非你有自己
tired if you will.
的一个赌狗，像你如果你会留
And then last 2 years ago, I started streaming again part-time, and last year I decided to stream like not full-time, but like 3/4 of the time, whatever that's called.
就是遇到一个空城玩家，我之所以卖不掉，就是因为我舍不得卖掉那个3费卡。
Do you have any response to the washed allegations? Unfortunately, they are true. I am a gamer that has showered.
的话，阿姆姆往后
I'm
5连胜
not afraid to admit it.
走啊，因为对面是
I think more people
玩家，那
should take baths and practice hygiene.
而且他感觉是跟上去玩乡村的体系，在备战区都已经留下了萨米拉、沃尔加特，还有
I thought you were a StarCraft cast. Oh, I haven't casted StarCraft in so long. The last StarCraft event I worked was like
10块钱，然后2至6 50块钱，然后牌面下还有
7 years ago, 8 years ago.
大富翁赌阵是真的可以把这气枪
No, longer.
特别注意一下有没有这个产值去让它
9? Wow, 9 years
这
ago.
里存了一下牌，不错哦，艾克有进。
Holy crap. That's been a while.
新刚这边，他其实装备还行，可是他就是没有后排的装备。
I'm an ESGN fan. No, you're not. There's no such thing as an ESGN fan, man.
说
哦，一喊就有，然后马上
That doesn't exist anymore. 5 Heartsteel on 2-7? Okay, well, if you don't have a full streak, at least you have 5 Heartsteel. Raise the stakes. The only player that raised the stakes today successfully on stream for this broadcast went 8th. So
牌就没有装备了。
everyone else just played basic Heartsteel cash
除
out.
非他不是要玩医者的啦，除非他是想要转走的。
这把亚飞又卖了，不拿胚哦。
对，就是有挂件就行了，有吃到刚即可。
What's the difference between meta in North America and Asia? North America
其实是第一线
uh
哦刚刚已经吃过
tends to play the same
开
comps,
局就已经有这个3缸了。
and Asia tends to use this other part of their gamer skill set called the B rain.
盖伦，其实我现在打到盖伦都觉得蛮讨厌，不过还好 K 宝宝这边是有
We're still trying to figure that out.
这个掉的钱蛮多的，真的是好运连连喷3块。
哦因为它
Okay, we just got 5-0'd. That's not good.
再继续堆叠起来。
Is being a caster a promising job? Oh, no.
分着4费的阵容
Being a caster, unfortunately, in this industry is like basically having an English degree or you're a philosophy major.
哇，那这其实真
You don't really have a lot of skill sets that people respect.
有一点难
You're
转，有点
pretty good at yapping and nothing else,
另外一家是
and you're probably not going to make a lot of money, and you probably have a lot of incurred debt.
邪恶药师
但这其实他踩到的这几个征服装置，我都
It's basically what being a caster is. Like you're the philosophy majors of the world. Your job hasn't scaled. Everyone else,
3是对前
everything else has scaled.
你玩那个后排
Dev jobs
3
theoretically have scaled, right? And or not. Okay, maybe that's not a good example because people are notoriously underpaid in dev. But creators, players, orgs, like executive, everything, like everyone else is making more money except casters. Casters actually are getting less paid than they did years ago. Casting is less profitable than it was 7 years ago. I took a pay cut to start doing TFT. I was much better paid by Activision Blizzard for all their faults. One thing that Blizzard did really well was take care of me. They were always very nice and generous. And whenever I asked for pay raises, they always obliged. But I took a very big pay cut to do TFT over Hearthstone. That wasn't because, like, I never did anything for money. It was never about money. But, yeah, like, TFT casting does not pay, like, at all. For reference, I get paid as much money as I did in literally 10 years ago. In 2013, 2014 is what I get paid to cast now for a TFT.
对，那这样子的话出来的赫克林其实也没有那么强。这里的话
And I'm not even really a caster anymore. I'm more of a creator, analyst, co-streamer, whatever you want to call me, yapper. But my heart goes out to anyone that is still trying to make it as a full-time caster. It's really hard. You're probably going to hear about it soon, but like it wouldn't surprise me if some TFT casters just actually hang it up and say like I can't do this anymore because it's not viable, so I'm probably going to leave. Like it might be news that you hear like soon, but not trying to like expose that early, but yeah.
很好玩啊，但
Raise the stakes.
就他是个超级
No, come on. Oh, this is the five. This is the 5 heart steel. This is not the 5 heart steel guy.
一波把他打死
Wait, Lucian? He skipped a Lucian? Oh, he's playing Death Cap. Got it. Okay, still though, do you skip Lucian when you're playing rapid fires like that? Like at least you buy it.
起来了
Just hold it, man.
那这样撞起
Come
来
on,
谁
Benson.
而且他蛮铁的，他是不是没有去观
Wait,
察
Twin
到
Terror? Oh, Twin Terror Samira.
啊那也没办法
I just realized he's playing Twin Terror. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Ignore me, Benson. I'm an idiot.
维克斯
I'm a noob.
他可能是没有去留意到说
Raise the stakes only works in low elo.
就是上面他这个
You think so? Are you sure that the good players just haven't figured it out yet? I'm pretty sure raise the stakes can work at high elo.
没有威克斯啦，还是
I think this weekend we'll see some people raise the stakes in KDA Cup finals.
因为通常如果你要玩伤心
Do people cast full time? Oh yeah.
木木哈
There's definitely some people who cast full time.
的图奇
But just like
因
anything,
为图奇
if you want things to be better,
可以
if you want to be better at your craft, you have to spend more time, and the less that you're able to spend on it, the worse you are. And so if you want casters to improve, you should theoretically want a world where they could make a livable wage,
被对面领先10
because otherwise it's like this is like asking
对，而且我觉得他
you know, do other sports broadcasters do it full time? It's like, well, yeah, they should be.
所以
That's how they get good.
有点冒险
If the casting sucks, but they're stuck doing it part time, they can never really improve, right? It's kind of hard. It's like a chicken and egg scenario.
都没有。那
那
Still carrying Nami 2 or disco board.
打了一个9连
Surely this board loses.
这个鬼锁的纳米
Oh god.
叠攻速
Mirror's out of bullets. Reload!
这个上压
Reload! Oh my god.
顶住了
Really?
哦，这个迪斯科这个版本的低费卡
Really?
实在有点太多了。我实在是不懂
Oh,
为什么他
man.
每一台都需要 buff。
This goes so good.
除了阿姆之外，每一张都加强。
Again, if you cast full time, means to cast multiple games. Yes. But you know what the problem is casting multiple games that includes TFT? TFT is not really a multi-game type of, or it's not like a game where you can cast it on top of other things and be very good at it, in my opinion.
直接再给他一把4
Or it's rather, it's very, very hard to be on top of the meta. You have to sacrifice something.
哎，这个应该要继续
To get really, truly good at TFT casting, in my opinion, this again, this is my opinion, and there's probably counter examples. You can be like, well, what about this person? Sure, we can make an exception. But as a general rule of thumb, TFT is a very difficult game to do on the side. And I think I am particularly qualified to say this because I actually did that. I did Hearthstone and TFT at the same time. And I'm pretty sure most people can kind of pinpoint the difference between me doing TFT as my only game versus when I did TFT in Hearthstone. I'm pretty sure more could probably testify to this. I got many comments from riders. They're like, huh, Frodan, you got like way better at TFT casting lately. And it was really funny because I think they weren't paying attention to the fact that I quit Hearthstone, focused only on TFT. But there was a remarkable difference when I decided to leave Hearthstone and focus on TFT.
有真伤，所以没关系，直接
Okay, I still think binary is insane, but oh, golden egg. Golden egg.
想看打想看
You're at 100 HP. Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
要追分就是要这样
AP Caitlyn.
确实
Okay.
在后半的聊天室嗨起来，有人要开弹啦。
哇，这个比赛
You got better at the game. That is true. That is true.
非常认可而且
I before when I was actually doing Hearthstone and doing TFT at the same time, I was actually Hearthstone Grandmasters. And not even like Grandmaster Challenger, but like I barely got to Grandmaster. I was like a Masters player that could get to GM,
凯特琳
and then like as soon as I directed my attention otherwise, I finally was able to
所以我
make a big leap in my gameplay, a massive leap in my gameplay.
他是有他自己一个营运的一个理解的。那这边的看起来
I like your husky voice. Well, thank you. What brings more to streaming or casting? Streaming by like a lot.
这里还是在等新刚开出来啊，但是他的装备后来是只能走法。
But like it's not even a comparison
新刚好像很少
because streaming is like a daily.
他可能
Okay, we gotta cash out. I can't raise the stakes here. 22 HP. Yeah, you gotta cash out. Oh, a Q cone. What?
对他这边应该是要找死哥了，看能不能找。
We just get a Q cone like that?
有点
因为他这个装，毕竟阿里是比较不太适合。
Streaming and casting are different things though.
单体爆发已经很高了
Casting is like
想找死哥，可是没有
it's like it's more like acting for like a movie. You're doing things based off gigs and it's like a one-off thing, and once the event's over, you're done. Streaming is like you're daily creating content. It's just like a different type of thing altogether, even though you're both in front of the camera.
办法赢下来。对
And just because you're good at streaming doesn't mean you'll be good at casting, and just because you're good at casting doesn't mean you'll be good at streaming, vice versa.
好，这边摘星直接为我们教学
Different
了
skill
一手
sets.
四帽凯特琳狙击。
Dude, AP Caitlyn, is this the tech?
Man,
Is
I'm getting more
Caitlyn
dogged again.
okay? I actually feel like I'm learning. This guy took golden egg, so he has to be good. Or sorry, it has to be reliable because he's down a prismatic augment.
对，但是就
Unironically, AP Caitlyn is a legitimate item holder for Twisted Fate.
顺利的度过了
Okay.
3个回合了。
What up,
应该
Pib?
算2个回合啊。
他是有输一波了。
对对对，但其实
You know what Sunset Championship is? I don't know. I don't know actually. I need to find out because I need to book tickets for Ray and Ramblin'.
是
That is my sub goal, by the way. So thank you, Pib. My sub goal is I am buying travel for people to come and co-stream with me for regionals and the World Championships.
而且金蛋
I am officially not doing the World Championship next set.
给整体真的是蛮有感的。
Main reason being that traveling when my wife is 7 to 8 months pregnant is going to be really hard. So it's better if I'm home. I can always step away and do something. That's like the main reason. But also, I think it'll be fun to do a Worlds Co stream.
哦，就是现在有时候辅助道具或
Is the new TF's buffs imbalanced?
那我们来看一下这里
I mean,
小铁
is strong. Imbalance is one. It's kind of like a weird word to say because like perfect balance doesn't really exist in TFT. So like things are always going to be naturally imbalanced. But I think you're talking about like, is it overpowered? In which the answer is, if you ask the general population, probably yeah. But there's a lot of things that are also really good. And just because Twisted Fate is really strong, or the strongest potentially, it doesn't mean that he can't be beat, or there's other options. Like you have to play. There's other things you can do.
好像真的哪里怪怪的。
他今天的举动
But there's always gonna be a best comp
全部都是
in TFT.
对，
比较尴尬一点点。就你挂那只威可斯，就哎加点开了。
没，我天哪，还要捏这个。其实真的是看。
I know that the goal is to eventually get to the point where like maybe all of them, there's no such thing as a best comp. But that's like very idealistic. And the sooner you can make, in my opinion, the sooner you can make a piece with the fact that there's going to be a best comp always, the more you'll have fun with this game again. Oh my god! We lost this fight! Lulu 3?
点花的耶。对，它的上限是直接。
Like, you know, and there's a lot of other games that are highly competitive and fun that are like, there's also like clearly best X. So like, one of my favorite games of all time is Super Smash Bros. Melee. I have a Melee poster right behind me. I still watch and follow the scene, and I still have some friends in the Melee scene. Also, Leffen's starting to play TFT. There's a unanimously agreed upon like top character in that game. I mean, you could, okay, some people are detractors and say like, oh, like this character, like Marth might be better than Fox, but like in reality, like it's Fox. Fox is the best character. That doesn't mean the game can't be fun and interesting and awesome, even though there's a lot of imbalances. There's nothing wrong with imbalance. Inherently, it's about like whether or not the rest of the structure is interesting enough outside of that. Bernie, if you had to name your child something TFT related, what would it be? Hold on, let me see this roll down real quick. Wow, what a pivot. We sold like everything. Q-Cone first. Q-Cone, nice. Adaptive, JG. Shojin on who? On Viego? But Akali is now wailing on our Karthus. Oh, we sniped their Karthus. Okay, nice. Wow, what a pivot. 1 HP pivot. Wait. No way. Akali does not win these. Okay. I don't know, man. Akali fights are so hard to judge. What would I name my kid TFT? So do you know one name my wife actually was saying, like, before we even found out, like, the moment we found out we were pregnant, obviously names started coming up. Before we even found out anything else, we were going through names and we did the whole like, okay, we're probably not gonna name anything off of like, you know, League of Legends or anything like that. Like, but you know, it's like, would you name anything in like TFT? I'm like, TFT is the same exact thing. She's like, oh, but you know, one name I really like is Bebe. And I'm like, I looked at her, I said, Taylor, we are not naming our kid Bebe. I love our child too much to get bullied on the internet for the rest of their lives. Not because Bebe is a bad name, but because people would know that like
Bebe's associated with TFT, and also like our child be naming like it just can't happen. It's unacceptable. She actually said, "Let's name like what do you think about the name Bebe?" I am anti-bullying.
现在已经有3家是不到10滴的血量了，瓦可位是相对健康，38滴血，K 宝宝
Bebe Junior.
最后的一个升级了，阿卡丽最后还是没有找到。
Baby just means baby in French. Yeah, like, I mean it's a cute nickname. It's just like that name has been Hall of Famed, if you will, as in like we're retiring the jersey number, hanging it from the rafters. No child of mine.
开心，感谢摘星。
Okay, golden egg cash out. Golden egg cash out. Can we go to the POV? Golden egg cash out.
有 Benson 更加撞正的双星恐惧，
Golden egg cash out.
抽出了3星的萨米拉，那
It means baby in Portuguese. Well, it also means baby in French, so it looks like
得到吗？赶快捡。
means baby in Spanish.
谁的钱怎么飞过来这里？应该捡不到吧？这捡到也太棒了。
Interesting.
我的意思说，你如果
You're telling me you telling me languages kind of based in the same root of etymology and languages or
没有这么过分。
linguistics
来看到这边金蛋胜几层哦。
all share a lot of similarities. Interesting. We're playing 2 Twisted Fate 1s, by the way. That's not good.
自行操作。
哦，剩最后一回合哎！
哦，最后一回合，
哇，撑过这一回
出
合。
吗？摘星。
That being said, there are some cool League of Legends names. I just don't think we're gonna do any League of Legends names for our baby.
那外面是有阿卡丽的，要赶快对位。
哇，真的。
Although if I wanted the baby to be more favorite out, you would name it Malzahar.
对到咯。
哇，可是这一家很强哎。
对，这家的
Decap,
一发流。
Gunblade, Shiv.
而且他竟然还挂了一张2星的陆先。
Our front line disappeared. We're dead. This 1 HP pivot is gonna top 4.
哦，这个翻盘的机会从100。
We lost with our golden egg cash out.
所有聊天室都在
Well, that feels bad.
可惜只能走到
Golden egg into 6. They had 100 HP. They had 100 HP with golden egg at 4-2, and he went 6.
分的选择。
但是他真的是打出了风采，我只能说他懂我们想要看，他为我们带来一场。
What about Hearthstone names? Hearthstone names are pretty cool.
或许
Or you mean like World of Warcraft
但
names?
是这个你获得我们所有人的尊重。
没错，因为他如果开出来的话，还是有机会。
I told Chad about the time you suggested Bebe as a child name.
差那一个回合。
对，真的差一点点哦。这里看一下 K 宝宝生气的一滴。
I said she stands by it until she saw the Twitter rant. Oh my.
后排直接不见，子哥只要唱第2下 ，meta 里面完全没有人有办法挡住他。K 宝宝要继续往前啦。
对他也是直接从老蛙的位置
Gosh.
打到在烧啊！
是
哎，但瓦可维斯拉芬又3星了，
啊，
版本解答又出来了。
Okay, well,
又出来了。
Spellweaver.
这边就要看露露。
I don't know if the Seraphine reroll can win the lobby, but once more, okay, the big winner of today is Spellweaver reroll. Not just Seraphine, but Lulu is also really good too.
好，经济应该算最好。
Because this is not a Seraphine reroll. This is a Lulu reroll or Lulu carry.
猫吗？对，感觉上死
I mean, I want more frontline items. And he's like, you know what I don't have enough of with 7 Spellweavers and 3-star Lulu and everything else itemized? Damage.
就是开启了这个伤害的话。
I get it. He wants his already to actually do something. And I don't think he even had... Did he even have good frontline items? Let me see. Are there any even good frontline items that were available?
对，
I guess Stoneplate. Yeah, it's not like we had much really good items here.
那上限可以说是能够开得非常高的。
直接加3 AP 的，非常可怕。
Yeah, this is the current patch. This is the live patch.
还真的可以考虑。
Ragnarok is a cool name. I mean, it is.
应该5只
For like a location or like a name of a game or like a USS carrier,
效果
but like not for like my child.
还是露露先控，哇，露露
It's called Thor.
你有看到刚刚
Name him after like these like epic gods.
这个萨米亚就只剩下2层血。
Do you think Soju's gonna name his kid Thanos?
不愧是采珠光。
结果拿
That way,
第5名的位置
if he turns on his stream and averages a 5.2, he'll say Thanos coming through, and then his baby just walks through the doorstep.
就没有想到 K 宝宝他这边，我只能说 K 宝宝他这个
Technically not wrong.
为他打出了很不错的一个成果。
后来想一想，好像只要任何反正有增加伤害的，给死哥 OK 没有问题。 让他直接把后排给唱。
Nah, it's LeBron.
后排全面来看一下有没有办法打术士的时候也有同样的效果呢？这边真的是需要争取到一发直接秒掉，要不然。
I feel like in these late game scenarios, instead of playing a 7 Spellweaver, don't you think it might be worth to try to tech in like an Alawi? You're telling me this wins out. Fully adapted Karthus. 3 execution. It's not even 7 pentakill. Is this Biss Karthus? How is he dumpstering everybody so hard? 1 HP. He's not even playing like a Kali 2. He played a Kali 1.
对，真的哇，我觉得好难受，因为挖克威是已经
Yeah, taking in Alawi against Karthus seems like it's good practice in general.
前面这要看一下之后会不会有什么影响。当然，挖克威分数目前还是算蛮领先的。
Fully adapted into Karthus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the stats. I'm pretty sure the stats on this are actually quite bad, like are like fake. I think fully adapted into Karthus is really good. Also, I think adaptive is really good on Twisted Fate as well. I'm pretty sure this augment is just good. It clicked. Me fully adapted. Oh gosh. Oh. Nah. Oh wait, that means that this guy has officially beaten everybody and is about to make the 1 HP comeback. 1 HP pivot made top 4. The 1 HP pivot is gonna win the lobby. Ooh, a pentakill. No. Really? And now I just get 7 pentakill like that? Go back. Switch the other POV. Switch the other POV. Yes. Pentakill Kali. And now what? Now what? We can't do anything. For caps. Oh, we're stuck on 8. Okay, well, I mean, just pentakill Kali is still fine. Backline adapter code. MR actually helps. Yeah, that's the thing. The backline, if you have magic resistance, it's good. Like the cloak, the component on the adaptive helm, the cloak actually gives you magic resistance. That actually helps you in the Karthus matchup. Reduces damage by that much percent. I forgot how much MR cloak gives you. I want to say 15. Dude. Really? Unreal. You see the crazy position to get York to walk back into Kali? Hold on a second. Let me see. Some 5-hit stuff happening. Positioning the Yorick in the bottom right. So that way a Kali... Oh! What the heck? Wait a second. He trapped it in because of the Zerat. Was that intentional? Hold on a second. Let's rewind again. So he has this here. So the Zerat is like... So everything gets trapped in. So it pops out here. And then now it's stuck. So we create like a little zone where the Yorick would intercept the Akali. Accident for sure. I don't know, man. This is kind of 10-head. Even if it's an accident, it's a cool tech. Trapping in something like Yorick, so trapping in something like the Yorick, so you can intercept the Akali and position around it and win the mirror. It's pretty dope. I mean, that's pretty 10-head. All right, let's go straight into the next game. I might not have time to finish this. I have to kind of blast through it. Let's watch it on 1.5 if you guys don't mind, while I do some ads, because I have Don't Talk If You Don't Know coming up in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And I have call time in like 20 minutes. I can't believe he actually won though. That's actually really, really impressive. No, I've seen people use that tech. Okay, cool. Tomato soup.
魔术表演，因为就是采金银。
对，这个地图我觉得
What do I build on mech pilot now? Probably like stone plate. Stone plate, steadfast heart. Stone plate, steadfast heart, and redemption. Wait, no, you already have that through steadfast. Maybe redemption, stone plate, and I don't know, bramble, claw, whatever you need. Hey Frodan, have you ever considered being on the TFT balance? Oh, trust me, you do not want me on the balance team. I am not very good at that. I'm good at explaining things, but balance, the skill set to be on the balance team is different than the skill set it is to talk about balance. But I think it's gonna be a 600 Ari this patch. Probably pentakill, Kali. Actually, I need to play on 1.5. Roll the dice. High tempo. EG. What was the difference between that and the Kali hitting the Gnar? Is that she can't burst down someone like Yorick, and then you get to have Yorick be safe and get to cast from a distance, because Yorick wants to cast multiple times in a fight. But the problem is he's a melee carry, so he puts himself in the danger zone. So if you can get him in a situation where he can handle a Kali burst and it's totally fine, and cast multiple times, actually. I hate what they did to Heartsteel. What do you mean? You don't like raise the stakes? You can just play it like you used to play Heartsteel. I don't think it's like that different. It feels exactly the same to me. What's the Seraphine comp? It's actually very similar to Spellweaver Ari, except you just play like KDA Spellweaver Ari, except you just play Seraphine and then you eventually move on. Yeah, I don't understand. The Heartsteel changes didn't really change Heartsteel, except they just nerfed a little bit of the hearts, but you can choose to play it exactly the same way. You don't have to play Raise the Stakes. Bruiser Olaf with Twin Terror. Okay, he's probably gonna play Twitch Vex. But imagine the Twin Terror Olaf though. Just imagine. Okay, so we're loose streaking anyways. A lot of times the main strategy is to loose streak until you get to level 6, then roll down on 6. Hit like the double twitches, double vex, Pantheon, the Mumu, something like that. So you just build up your econ. Did you see Keen's Heartsteel 1000 cash out? I've seen a 2000 cash out. Oh, hold on. Let's look at these augments real quick. Buried Treasures 3s. Shopping Spree. I'm pretty sure this augment is busted. Freaky Friday, March of Progress, 2 TGs, Going Long. You guys saw the co-stream last weekend. You probably heard Inigo talk about his thoughts on Going Long. Thinks it's a really underrated augment. And I'm inclined to agree. I think Going Long is underrated. Is this person also loose streak? They are. Okay, so there's 2 people loose streaking. There's a Twin Terror player, and then there's this Heartsteel player. I just got here a little while ago. Are people switching over to reroll 3 costs with the streak changes? It's just that also it's not just the streak change, it's also the headliner rule change. The headliner rule change is a really big deal for 3 cost reroll. Because now you won't get griefed for people holding, like, let's say you're like, oh, I heard of Lulu 3. Lulu 3 is good. And you look around, it's like, oh, Disco player has a Lulu 2. And then this person's playing like a Lulu as well. I guess I can't hit the headliner. That doesn't exist anymore. Is loose streaking still a thing? Yeah, it's just only one. If you snap your loose streak, it is terrible. is very, very bad. I played a game today where I was playing loose streak and I didn't get the perfect streak and I just died. I just went 8th. I was very poor. I rolled. I didn't get the board on line fast enough and I just died. Thatch. It just happens. You 3-cost reroll with going long? You can. You can. Going long is like, you know, you can just roll whenever you want. That's what makes it really interesting. You could roll for... You can't really roll for 1 cost because you gain too much EXP too quickly. And so you're going to get bad odds. But you could do 2 and 3 cost reroll with going long. I can see that being good. Make 30. Full kale pair. So we're holding on. Oh, are we playing Jax? Why do we hold on to the Lux over the kale pair? That's interesting to me. I mean, holding on to Lux means that we want to play for like EDM. Interesting. We haven't seen any Jax or Lux today. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're streaking. And oh, because it's the next unit? Ah. Wow, these items on Olaf. No one's going to have armor. Final Whisper and Equinox. Those are the name of the 2 rating items. This is Jazz Latte, is it? I don't think this is Jack's reroll, by the way, because he leveled off curve. Last stand. Do it for the fans. And Dinar reroll. Oh, Ascena. This probably is better than the... This is probably better than the Evelyn. I think it's worth taking. The Tome. Would you ever just take country and just go 7 country from here? The more versatile pick is rapid fire. Wait, what did he pick? Oh no, it's a spectator bug. Infinite time. Considering what you said about casters as a career earlier, is there space for universities creating degrees for esports with a variety of subject areas, or do you think it'll always be an organic thing of gamers moving into those places with a higher education? I believe there are some universities doing... Oh, raise the stakes? Raise them. Raising the stakes. Oh my god. And so it's going to go to a 4-2. He loses 3-3, 3-5, 3-6, or 1. It's happening. There are some universities that actually do gamer and gaming degrees. I can see it doing like an esports thing as well. I'll say that esports degrees though, for doing things like soft skills are probably not nearly as important, right? You don't need to get a degree to become like a streamer or a commentator, in my opinion. I think you probably could. You probably actually could go to school to study broadcast journalism. But you don't need an esports specific one. You can just do broadcast journalism in general. Just include esports as a rotation. The Reads a Crowd, Inspiring Epitaph, Heroic Grab Bag. Oh, some interesting picks here. A lot of people don't take Capricious Fortune nearly as often as they should. I think that augment's pretty underrated now. And also another funny, interesting developing school of thought is a lot of people believe esports commentary is different and in some ways superior to traditional broadcasting. If you actually listen to the way broadcasting is done in sports, there's a lot of different styles, but the Western English way of doing a lot of commentary traditionally has been off of the play action call. And what that means is you just kind of like narrate and then you fill in the commentary within the dead air and spaces. So if you are watching a game of, baseball, it's like all they do is just say, the 3-2 pitch and swung on and missed. and then they basically have a lull in period of time, and then someone fills in like, okay, pitcher's been pitching with like this 3 ERA, you know, ever since being traded, has now been doing well since the All-Star break. And then the play-by-play commentator just like, again, like slow, methodical, short bits and sentences. If you listen to esports commentary, everyone's trying to basically make it as like a rap god, like TikTok highlights content creator. It just sounds like utter gibberish. Like they're actually just straight up speaking Yiddish at times. And they're trying to throw in like terminologies and player names and, you know, different contexts about the game. And they're just like, and this is because they're trying to cash for the highlight reel stuff. They're trying to get the sound bite stuff. And they're just like non-stop like verbal diarrhea. And a lot of people like that. I mean, okay, it makes it sound like I'm saying it's a bad thing. I actually kind of like that. It's a little bit hype. It's mostly hype at times. But there's also it's also kind of at odds with a lot of the way the traditional Western broadcasting style is for sports. So it is really interesting. There's not a lot of downtime, is probably what I'm trying to say, with esports commentary. Everyone's like always talking and always like pushing a lot of stuff, pushing their narratives and yapping. Okay, I want to go back to the raise the stakes player. The raise the stakes player should be cashing out now. Wow. Olaf is so... Dude, he has sleight of hand. This person has... Did you guys see the augments? He has sleight of hand, and roll the dice. Just give him the lucky gloves. I've seen that combination before. It is illegal. Why are you flaming Yiddish? Sorry, man. I was not trying to... Frodan hates Captain Flowers? I do not. Wait, what did we get from this cash out? Cashed out, right? This is the basic 6 player. 10 HP, and we got... He's not even picking up his reward. He picked Salvage Bin! He picked Salvage Bin, and he's doing raise the stakes? Oh my god, with shopping spree and rolling down like 80 gold. No way, man. Not even Faker could do this. He got a tome. What? How did he know? This guy a genius? Slam your items. Slam your items. You're dead. You're at 10 HP. Do something, man. We're dead. Pop your tome? Dude, I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, living. 3 HP. Oh, man. We're living. Okay. My god, that was like one of the hardest turns I've ever seen in a TFT game ever. You're not gonna make that. Oh, I guess he already has the Alawi in the set too. He's the gold. But what if you have a what if you have the Bruiser emblem? Rapid Fire emblem, I guess. Insane. All right. I actually have call time with the podcast in a few minutes. Oh, this guy went 8th? I mean, sorry, my bad. I missed it because I got a notification saying that the podcast call is going to start soon. We're going to wrap this up in a few minutes, everyone. I just got here. Are you talking about the Jews in the hidden tunnels of New York City? I was just talking about like how play-by-play casters in esports they're just like hooting and hollering. Also, I don't hate Captain Fox. He's actually like my favorite League of Legends caster. I'm on the esports awards panel, so I can't really like talk about like what I'm voting for and whatnot. But I'm just gonna say that I hold Captain Flowers in high esteem. 2 stone plates.
蛮刚好的一个状态，就是差不多4支5、3星3费卡，算蛮标准的。
哇，可谓真的是赌正大师哦，把拿铁的100滴血打下来了。我一直有听。
Tome feels bad from cash out. It doesn't feel great. That is for sure. Tome is like something I'm always afraid of in my Hearthstone cash outs. All right, folks. I'm gonna have to speed this up a little bit because we have to wrap this up in a few. Ooh, a Lux 3. Okay. I'm basically gonna just cut to see because I have to wrap up in 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes. So I'm gonna try to see a couple of these fights, see how the game closes, and then wrap it up. I wish I started, I guess, like 5 minutes earlier because I'd be able to cover the rest of this game. This game's basically about 10 minutes longer right now. Okay, Lux 3 gets bought by 80 flex. That Poppy player is about to cash out as well. Okay, Karth is a Kali. Sorry, kind of do this is really anticlimactic because we're kind of building up towards game 6. Going long went Karth is a Kali, by the way. Ezreal, Jin, dead. Kali farms the back line. Rageblade, Shojin, red buff, Karthus. I don't think this guy was trying to play Karthus, but pivoted into it. And then you just get farmed by Poppy. Radiant Thisco's Poppy. Wait, does Kali beat her? Oh, Poppy doesn't have enough damage. Oh. Oh, we're living. March of Progress, Samira 3. Frodan Rap God. The game can't even play fast enough for that. Okay, Samira 3 going up against a Ghost. Surely we beat the Ghost. And Ghost is... Oh my god, no way. You're telling me this Pentakill Kali beats a Samira 3? With that setup? Oh my... Alright. 14 HP in a dream. Rageblade Jin. Alright, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. Worst in slots. People are wondering, like, why is Rageblade bad on Jin? It's just because it doesn't actually scale his attack speed. So you're scaling his AD very slowly. How is this guy... the fact that this guy got a 6 is actually a high roll. That is... yeah. Had to kill emblem on carousel. You know, maybe that's what it is. You know how it's like last patch, there was always a true damage emblem on carousel? This patch, it's going to be pentakill emblem on carousel. Guys, I'm wrapping up. I'm wrapping up here. 7:15. I know I'm late. Punk emblem onto the Amumu. Oh. Winter. Winter still OP. Wait, someone recombobbed. 2 Thieves Gloves augments into recombob. He's positioning his specific in the back center so that he can dodge the Akali players. But he loses some disco value. That's like that's the dynamic of this patch. The biggest frustration part about Akali Karthus isn't necessarily the fact that they target backline, it's the positioning. If things that target backline, I mean, okay, that usually goes hand in hand. Usually things that target backline are positioning dependent on how you beat it. But in general, that's what makes it like really difficult to deal with. Just even if you have Alawi, that doesn't make you doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna always beat the Akali. And also that means that you have to position your tentacles in one way for some matchups and others in another way for others. That's what makes it really kind of frustrating. Okay, Crown Guard. And okay, this disco board should beat this pentakill board. Also, Karthus just got threshed. And thresh casted again. And Karthus stunned again. And thresh casted again. Alright. Benson is dead. You know, I kind of like this solo frontline. Actually, you know what? I kind of like this setup. The solo frontline thresh. Kind of clever. This is Jazz Latte. Oh, kind of smart. Jazz Latte guy is kind of smart. Alright, watch one more fight of this. Skip to the end and see who wins it, because it's basically Karthus Akali versus Twisted Fate at this point. There's it's just the top 3, but it's 2 comps right now. Oh no, it's Twin Terror, Karthus Akali, and Twisted Fate.
点的家其实要等一段时间。
Okay, people say you can't play Karthus with Shojin Rageblade. I mean, you can. It's not great, but you still farmed it. Like you have to be a little bit more flexible than that. All right, and the finale of this game. Oh, it might be a double kill scenario.
可能他觉得这样子比较
True damage Viego. I kind of thought Twin Terror would take it. Kali getting focused now. She's dead. Karthus dead. I mean, this is honestly a pretty good performance for the Karthus board. Oh, I missed it. The very ending.
每一场都玩，看
And the very ending is
这场是有同
Twin Terror is OP. Although actually, that was really close. You gotta fight fire with fire. But I kind of thought the Twin Terror comp was gonna win the game. All right, sorry to really rush the ending of that, guys, because we're about to go into the podcast.
真的是
Coming up next, we got the Don't Talk If You Don't Know podcast, which is going to preview the KDA finals with myself, Wajan Iverson, Bryce, and Malala, the winner of the Vegas Open about a month ago. So I'm going to switch scenes. Now, I will tell you one thing, is that historically, switching scenes has crashed OBS. Why? Apparently, it's something to do with some of the plugins. I uninstalled all my plugins, reinstalled
I'm
them.
getting more dogged
Still
again.
crashes. So if the stream crashes, I'm going to restart it. And if you want to watch the podcast, it's dedicated to like competitive TFT. I won't be talking much to chat if this is your first time watching the podcast. I hope you guys stick around. And on that note, I'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Be right back. Desi, thank you for the prime. And here we go. Cross your fingers.